Good morning, baby.
Good morning.
What's happening? What's wrong? Got a shock?
No, I just pulled my ear almost off.
Electric current going through your body?
Oh, yeah. Ooh.
Finally worked. All right. Yeah. Hit the button again. We tried that 3 years ago. How are you? Nice to see you.
I'm good. How are you?
What's happening? How you feeling on a mandatory Thursday?
Mandatory Thursday. Oh, wow.
I just had to mention it 1 week before he does, Terry.
I know.
Just so I don't get sick to my stomach again today.
Right.
I had to mention it right off top.
Yes.
That was pretty smart.
Yes.
So that
You're a savvy gentleman.
Just get it done.
he didn't get it in and nauseate me.
Right.
All right? That's why I threw it in real quick.
Smart
How do you feel
move.
on a mandatory Thursday,
Oh,
Terry?
I feel ready to go.
It's Mandatory Sex Thursday, ladies and gentlemen, at least in my household.
MST.
That's
Bum, 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 bum.
how
okay.
it works out, yeah.
Oh, wait. No.
I should play this as I make my entrance.
Coming out of the tunnel.
Like we're going to do it in the bedroom.
know.
Like we're going to do it in the bedroom. Yeah, I should make my entrance with some kind of music. I mean, I
Yeah,
like
you should.
the wrestler's kind of way of doing it, and maybe this is the theme to go with.
There you go.
Here I
I'm with
come
you.
for a mandatory Thursday night. Don't try to stop me one-on-one. You can't do it!
Put some crowd noise in the background. Feed it into your room.
We don't need fake crowd noise, Terry.
Oh,
We
okay.
set up a gallery of neighbors.
This is the loudest bedroom we've ever been in.
I'm sure they all know by now.
Pumping crowd noise, yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
How are you?
I'm good.
Yeah?
Really good.
All right. Lots of ground to cover today.
Absolutely.
You're just saying that, right?
There is.
Absolutely.
Isn't there always?
You know, the NFL is in like week what? Week 11 now?
Yeah, it's cooking.
My gosh.
Now after
I
the...
heard that. I was like, what? It's been 11
It's
weeks?
flying by.
Oh, no.
How fast is the NFL season flying by before you know it? I'll be food for worms. What were we going to ask about? You were going to ask a football
I was
question?
going to say
Yeah.
that I was going to ask, yes, a football question. Now, after the Thanksgiving holiday,
Yes, I'm familiar with it, yes.
does
Even though I'm
football...
from Canada, yeah.
Right, does football start up on Thursday nights? Do they start... Are they doing that again? Or
Well,
is that
yeah.
usually, right?
I do remember over the past number of
They
seasons.
start doing the whole Thursday
If-
night on the NFL Network?
If
or
not,
something?
at least a decade. Well, yeah, last year they started doing a Thursday night game every Thursday on the NFL Network. Are they doing that again this year?
think
That's
they
a
are,
great
yeah.
question, Terry.
Wow! What do I win? What do I win?
Easy. You don't win
that
anything
great.
for a great
Oh.
question. My gosh. And it wasn't really that great.
Oh, I got excited.
You can actually
Yeah,
check
I know.
the
I
TV
can
guide or, do something like that if you really had to. You could actually go to NFL.com and probably check their schedule.
Really?
If
Wow, but I
would
brought it
imagine.
up.
But they are broadcasting games again this year. NFL.
They are, yes.
The NFL Network, yeah.
They weren't HD before, so it's kind of a pain in the ass. I don't know. It was,
Yeah.
He's so prissy.
I am.
He
I'm a total
is.
snob now.
He refuses to watch games that aren't in high definition.
You know the ones that had Bryant Gumbel doing the games, if you remember? How
Well, they're not
torturous
going to let
that
Brian
was?
Gumbel do the games again, I hope.
Awful.
Yeah, he was like just making you want to hang yourself watching a game, Terry. Just so downer kind of guy.
I know.
3rd and 2.
Actually starts on Thanksgiving.
It does start on
Does
Thanksgiving
it?
Colts and the Falcons.
on the NFL Network.
Yes.
So there's 3 games on Thanksgiving this year, or no?
Stop it. No one's leaving the house.
Usually CBS gets a game. Usually Fox gets a game. And now you're telling me the NFL Network gets a game too, or what?
It looks that way.
There are 3 games on Thanksgiving.
Well, I
There
can't-
might be more. It might be 4. It may have 2 on
Whoa,
the NFL Network.
not 4.
NFL Network's not standing by letting everyone else get part of the action.
Yeah, but they
man.
can put 4 games on a Thursday. What are they going to do on Sunday?
That's a good point. 1 game. And some badminton championships.
Oh,
China.
now
that'll
you're
be
talking.
good.
Wow, I can't wait for that.
Got to draft my fantasy badminton team. So how many games are on Thursday, Stephen? This shouldn't be hard to figure out.
Well,
Come
I'm
on.
looking now at the NFL.com trying to figure that one out for you.
Just go to the ESPN weekly schedule.
Oh, that's a smart idea.
Oh, it's too late. Anyway, you missed the moment on a mandatory Thursday. But anyway, you can't be late
MST.
or miss the moment on a mandatory Thursday. Pasty has the answer. He's raising his hand. Yes,
See, look at that.
3 games?
Just the 3 games.
Just 3? That's a lot.
Yeah, it is.
All right.
All right. Well, there you go.
That still takes a lot away from Sunday. But 3 games a week from today.
There you go.
CBS gets 1.
Oh, yeah.
The Fox Network gets 1.
Whoa, what?
The CW gets 1.
Oh, no.
All right.
Oh, I did NHL. Darn, that's why I'm having trouble.
Okay, you were 1 letter off, Stephen. That's all right.
The T-Man Show.
We'll be watching. And how about this? Did NBA superstar Michael Jordan just hand over $168 million to his ex? The answer is yes, according to reports.
$168 million, Terry. Can you live on that?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh,
Maybe.
You reported that yesterday.
I did.
And here it is again. $168 million in a divorce settlement, the biggest one in the history of celebrity world. Which includes athletes in Hollywood, yes. In the history of the celebrity world, nobody has ever handed over more money to their ex than Michael Jordan just did in a check that he wrote, and all it did was subtract maybe 1/10 of 1% of his bank account.
I know. Oh, there you go.
Making more money in retirement than he ever made playing.
Yeah, I bet.
Available balance, $4.94 billion.
Didn't even make a dent.
I'll take $20 out.
He's always the best at everything.
We'll be watching. And how about
We'll
this?
be watching.
We will.
Is that Juanita saying, I'll be watching for the check to clear? What?
We'll be watching. And how about this? Did NBA superstar Michael Jordan just hand over $168 million to his ex?
Yes.
The answer is yes, according to reports. In the biggest divorce settlement ever, Juanita's payday also reportedly includes a 7-acre estate in Chicago.
Oh, yeah, because $168 million wasn't enough. She gets more than that. She gets a 7-acre estate.
Of course.
You mean he didn't have a house on a quarter-acre, Terry?
No. That's for a side action there.
$168 million wasn't enough.
Right.
She also gets 7 acres. What
as
else?
well as custody of the couple's 3 children.
Oh, and the kids.
Oh, yeah, and the kids.
Got all in there.
Ah, take him.
What person, forget woman, Terry, what person deserves $168 million and probably upwards of $2 million, $200 million when it's all said and done with the house, and probably eclipse $200 million. What person deserves $200 million for being married to someone? Strictly for being married to someone. It obviously didn't really work out all the way along. He got married to her from the beginning because he was just trying to do the honorable thing because he had impregnated her, Terry.
Right.
So here's a guy. It's the truth. Here's a guy who tries to do the right thing, and where does it get him?
Well, shouldn't have been so successful, damn it.
Yeah, that's
It gets him the good fortune,
Right.
no pun intended, of having to be the guy who has paid the most money to his ex than anyone in the history of the celebrity world. That's where it gets him.
It's gotta be cool, though.
Right, but he's also a smart enough man to know that as he's gaining, all these riches and all of this, he knows that their marriage is not good, so he knows that he's going to have to give her something.
All right, fine, but it's too late at that point. What is your point? What is your point?
Well,
what is your point?
Like I said, you should have sucked. No, I don't know.
That's what he's saying to her.
But I think that maybe, that's minuscule of a payoff to what she may think it's that small compared to what she's had to put up with over the years.
Right.
His infidelity and all that stuff.
Come on.
I don't know.
Be lucky you have the type of money that you can do that, and
Right.
it's not going to affect you really all that much.
I didn't really listen to anything you were saying, but all I could say, Terry, is $200 million.
Yes, at least, right.
For being someone's spouse?
Yeah, well.
Please. Why? There should be a, pay scale for everyone who gets divorced, man or woman. And it shouldn't go by how much you make. There should be a set number for all the world. And you shouldn't be punished because you were successful.
Well, okay,
but that's
take that to court.
life, right?
Yeah, it is.
No. Why should a woman who was married to some schlub for how many years was Michael Jordan married? About 13 years? Something like that?
More than that.
Longer than that.
All right, 17 years? I don't think it was 20. I don't think it was 20. But anyway.
Close to.
All right, let's agree on 17 years. I think that's actually a little high. Why should some schlub out there who is divorcing his wife after she was married to him for 17 years, why should she get $300 a month? And watch Juanita Jordan, who's probably had a better marriage than her, no matter how bad her marriage was for the past 17 years, then prance off into the meadows, Terry, with $200 million when this woman who's married to the schlub for 17 years had just as tough a time, if not tougher, over her lifetime. Why should that be? Why is that fair?
But the schlub didn't make as much as Michael Jordan.
I get
That's
it.
the point.
I know. Well,
That's what he's trying to say. It's not fair.
But I don't see how it's not fair.
It's not fair because why was Juanita Jordan's? Why is she's? Well, because she just married so special.
Well, she
She's
married
no
the
better
right
than the other
guy.
woman.
She's
That's-
no better than the other woman.
I understand that. We get
She
that.
didn't do any more than the other woman.
Right. But
She
she
didn't
just
put up with any more than the other woman.
got it.
She put up with less than the other woman.
Right.
Way less than the other woman.
She can hide in a different wing of the house when she's mad.
So how does the other woman? Yeah, where does the other woman hang out? In the corner of the studio apartment?
Right.
In the alley?
I understand where you're going, but
So how does the other woman swallow that? Hope she's swallowing.
whoa. Well,
She's the other woman. It's just not right, I tell you.
this world is pretty unfair.
So that's how it all makes sense then. Okay.
I mean, there's a lot of talented people, a lot of good people who do a lot of great things that don't make any money. I mean,
Right.
that's just the way it works.
Right.
I see your point. So the bottom line is there's never gonna be, never has been, fairness in the world.
Bingo.
Juanita Jordan's settlement,
Mm-hmm.
I don't care how great a woman she may be. She could be the greatest woman in the history of the world.
Right.
She could make Mother Teresa look like a bitch. And it's just not fair that she gets $200 million when some woman's being battered right now, pillar to post.
No, I understand.
Married 17 years too, Terry.
Totally
and when
agree.
she finally gets out of that marriage, if she's lucky enough to do so,
Right.
she ain't getting a dime.
No, I totally agree with you, but unfortunately, she married.
That's why I think this.
wrong-
Yeah, you're right. There's no fairness to the world, but there's a way to work this out so it could be fairer. There are things that can be fairer in
Okay,
this
so
world.
what would you suggest to make it fair for the woman who got battered and beaten? To make it fair so that she can feel just as good as Juanita Jordan
She
is.
gets Michael Jordan's money.
Oh, right. Okay.
They could put all that money into a pool and
Right.
then
All the big.
spread it out.
Yeah.
Juanita Jordan gets no more than any other average woman who gets divorced. You take the rest of the $200 million, which is about $199.9 million, and you put it in a pool, and then women who get divorced from their schlubs get part of that money.
So that's another benefit for rich men then, because they don't have to pay their women out.
Right. Oh,
No,
at
because
large. Right.
he does have to pay the $200 million, but it goes into a pool. It goes into a trust fund.
Ah,
So
he
she
still has to
doesn't
pay.
get
So there's
the
still
whole
the
and
jab.
It goes into a trust fund for women who've been married to losers.
But then she doesn't
Then we all get divorced. That's
get the
not fair.
to get accustomed
then
to the
the-
lifestyle that she's been.
But then we don't have to feel the pressure when we get divorced because all our wives do is get Michael Jordan's money.
Yeah, I like your idea.
So nobody else.
But I got prenup.
No other. Yeah. So no other men that get divorced who are in that upper echelon of the money, like say Bill Gates, who let's say they.
Bill
get
Gates got a
divorced.
prenup,
Oh,
Terry.
You think?
Yeah, you think?
Yeah, I think he's got a pretty sound prenup.
Right.
But
Writing her a
his
check
wife
for $30 billion.
Yeah, I know.
Don't cash this tomorrow. How about next week? Make sure it's clear.
Yeah, I gotta.
I don't get paid until then.
Payday is every other Friday. I gotta redeem some shares.
Is that what Bill Gates sounds like?
Like Kermit the Frog, yeah.
Frog.
It's the same guy.
Bill Gates the frog here. Okay.
He's a human frog.
Oh, jeez. All right. Well, I'm just saying.
And I agree with
Judge-
you. It is unfair. It's unfortunate. But again, you marry who you marry, and some people are really successful, and
that's-
some people are schlubs.
So that's what marriage has become, just a big lottery game.
Oh, big
Yes.
lottery game.
It's just a six-ball lottery
Why do you think
game.
there's so many groupies out there hoping to strike it rich?
Well, there you go. Juanita Jordan just got the Powerball.
She did. She certainly did. She's
Why didn't you
prancing
just-
around that 7 acres going,
Could have just stayed with him.
Michael Jordan obviously didn't believe enough in himself and didn't get a prenup like everyone's doing these days, Terry.
Well.
Michael Jordan had no idea he was going to be that big.
probably not.
So she should get
He
half.
should have had some idea because he met her when he was in college, right?
Well, they got married in '89.
He was 89, so it's been 18 years.
Yeah.
Well, actually, they got divorced about
2002. Yeah.
Yeah, they got divorced.
2002. Wow.
They got divorced in 2002, so they were only married 14 years. Mm-hmm. So I was right. Anyway,
Okay.
I mean, Magic got the AIDS and his wife stayed with him.
Right.
Come on,
Got the AIDS, but
Oh,
then
wait,
the
wait,
AIDS
wait,
went
wait.
away.
yeah, she thought she had won the lottery.
Yeah.
Wrong Powerball.
Yeah, although he did beat it. So
They filed for divorce in 2002. Then got back together
Reconciled, right?
and then divorced again in 2006.
Yeah, because the first divorce never takes. But anyway,
But again,
all Jordan has to do, he doesn't even have to put on a new line of shoes. I was going to say all he has to do is put on a new Air Jordan shoe, but all he has to do is like put out some laces even.
Right.
Make back that money. One Hanes royalty check and
Right,
he's
and he's
fine.
good
But
to
so I'm not
go.
worried about him.
Right.
Even though I'm not worried about him and how this affects him, Because it really doesn't affect him.
No, and obviously he's not fighting it.
He's
so
a billion-dollar enterprise.
Right.
This is not half. This is not close to half
of
what
know.
Michael Jordan's worth. And even with that said, she ain't no person who is in a marriage. And I'm not talking about women. I'm talking about man, woman, and men are starting to get their paydays too, and that's nice to see.
That's why Oprah didn't get married.
Yes. No man or woman is worth $168 million for just being married to someone. When all you basically have accomplished in this world is just being married to someone, you shouldn't be able to walk away with $168 million for your trouble.
Well, what would be good for her?
Yeah.
Then?
What's fair for Juanita?
Well, she should get whatever cost of living is.
Well,
That's her cost of living.
Is...
No, that's not her cost of living.
That's the argument, though.
It costs her $168 million to live the rest of her life?
Well,
No.
she's got to pay the mortgage on that 7-acre estate. She's, they've got kids
Huge
that they're
debt.
going through.
So she should move into an apartment, a studio apartment.
She'll be in the red in no time, I'm sure.
But tell me, she's not accustomed to the best stuff ever,
and
that's her lifestyle.
If you paid her even what she was accustomed to, without the real big-time extras, all she needs to live the rest of her life is a handful of $1 million. Not 168, not 200 million. Give her $5 million.
Give her half of what he was worth when they got married.
She's got custody of the kids. She's got to put them, through college and feed them and all that kind of stuff. So
roof over their head, food in their belly.
If they got married in '88, he was probably already making a couple $1 million a year, not much more.
Okay.
So give her double that.
double that.
Give her $5 million.
Done.
What woman wouldn't take $5 million right now for divorcing their schlub husband?
I agree
Exactly.
with you.
I think if she only got $5 million, this would be a huge story.
Of course it would be a huge story because this is unheard of.
It would be ridiculous.
No one's even talking about the fact that he has to pay the biggest settlement in the history of the celebrity world.
Well,
They're the only ones talking about it. I'm the only one bothered by this. I'm the only one bothered by the fact that a person could be married to someone, and just strictly for that reason that they were married to that person, they get to walk away with $200 million.
Why are you yelling at me?
That's it, right!
Now, the woman that divorced Neil Diamond, you feel sorry for her because she had to look at him every day.
Michael Jordan.
That you kind of
That was 150. He's second
that
highest.
you get a little bit.
Some women still today think he's a handsome man.
Like my wife.
they do.
My wife would leave me tomorrow for Neil Diamond.
Your
Are you
wife?
serious?
How old's your wife?
Young enough to not be that big a fan. But
She's in her 20s?
She's 30-something.
Oh, geez, wow.
But she has a real fascination with him.
Really?
So much so we've even seen it in person.
Oh, he's such a handsome older man.
Yeah, I don't know if she thinks he's handsome.
Michael Jordan is probably not even bothered by the settlement. He's
No,
probably
I know.
like,
That's
he's probably
what
like,
I'm
shh, G-man, leave it alone.
Right.
She could have got a lot more.
Right.
Perfect.
But you
He's
know
like,
what?
They sat down at the table and negotiated out, and she said, either I'll take it for half or...
I ain't cool with it.
What?
I bet you this is about 10% of what he's worth, if not less.
Right.
10%. He's worth way over $1 billion.
And his earning potential is still, like you said,
his future earnings is still as high
so
as
she
ever.
doesn't get any part of his future earnings. So there you go.
It ain't right.
It'd be different if you had 168, the 7-acre estate, the kids. Oh, and wait, you get 10% of the future earnings. Now,
Sarah, huh? You're on the air. Yeah, future earnings.
Hi.
That's really scary.
Hi, T-Man.
right.
Yes, Sarah. How are you, baby?
Good. I just wanted to say I definitely agree with you about the whole pool idea. I think that's a great idea.
Because she got divorced from a slub and got $1. A
slub?
A slub. I'm sorry. Slub.
No, she probably still is sticking with her slub because there's
Slub.
nowhere for her to
Yeah.
turn because she knows there's no pot of gold at the end of her little
Right.
her horrifying rainbow.
In a week called the CH.
Yeah.
I think that's what's fair, Sarah. I think that these women out there that are married to slubs shouldn't be able to just sit around and watch Juanita Jordan dance around, skip around maypoles because she married the Powerball husband.
I completely agree. And Michael Jordan couldn't have been that bad to be with.
Of
for
course
17
not.
years.
Even though he was screwing, by the way, and there's no doubt in my mind. As a matter of fact, I had it confirmed that Michael Jordan got as much or more ass than anyone in the history of the athletic world.
Right.
Probably.
It's not even probably. I'll tell you right now that I know firsthand from somebody in the NBA who told me that hands down Michael Jordan is the champion in that area of the athletic world too. I'll even tell you who he was. I mean, me and him are friends, and I haven't actually spoken to him in a while, but and this may end our friendship, because he told me in confidence.
Oh, jeez.
But I went to college with him, and we remained friends for many years after, up to just a few years ago. We lost touch. I don't know where he is right now. I think he's preaching again. Vin Baker told me point blank. He said, if you think anyone comes close to how much ass Michael Jordan's getting, you can forget it.
Right.
That is the best-kept secret in sports. Michael Jordan gets more ass
Yeah, there's probably...
than anybody that he's ever known or heard of, or all the stories from, they get visited by legends that used to play for teams, and they hear all about the old days, so they know everything.
Right.
And nobody gets as much, no one compares to what Michael Jordan was able to accomplish, even in that area of the world.
Right. There was probably just one to take a number of slips at the door.
Even Will Chamberlain will be like, damn, dude.
Yeah.
I thought my book was interesting.
Yeah,
if you ever wrote one of yours. No, she, had to put up with that. But that came with the territory when she said,
Sure.
I do, Terry.
I agree with you on that. Yes.
That was
absolutely
established. That was established before she had to make a decision as to whether to marry him or not. And she still went ahead with it. So I don't feel sorry for her there.
Right.
If they got married in 88, he came into the NBA in 84, Terry.
Yes.
I mean, that could be checked, but I'm pretty damn sure that that's right. If, to my knowledge, he came out in 84.
Joined the Bulls in 84.
Thank you so much. So he was already 4 years deep, 5 seasons deep.
Right.
Into his NBA reign. He was already the scoring champion. He was already an all-star. He was already the most valuable player of the league a couple of times.
Right.
So everything was established when she made the decision. She could have said, well, yeah, you seem to be quite the superstar, but I don't want to be cheated on, so I'll go marry a slub.
A slub. Yes.
So I don't feel sorry for her.
No, and I agree with you on that. I don't, you're right. She knew what she was getting into, obviously.
That doesn't factor in.
Right.
So don't tell me she had a tough marriage.
Yeah, if you're going to get cheated on, at least you could be rich and be cheated on.
This is
not only
better
that.
than being poor and being cheated on.
Calling this rich is an understatement. It's an overall lifestyle. You get to go to the greatest events, anything you want to show up at. You feel like you want to go to the Emmys.
It's good to be Michael Jordan, for sure.
You're there. No matter what you want, you're there. Something to be said about how, I'll marry Michael Jordan now that I actually hear these words coming out of my own mouth here, Terry.
Just sit back and let him do his dirt, and then...
Kids will be out of the house before you know it. She'll have the whole place to herself. Wow. Perfect.
Yeah, his kids should be.
They're in high school.
Yeah.
Jeff, you're on the air. Jeff, are you there?
Yeah, hey T-Man, what's up, man?
How are you, my friend?
I'm all right. Look, I'm right there with you. This is so freaking ridiculous. Even if she needed to be like with her comfort style of living, all that other BS. All right, all he needs is not even 5. He only really needs $1 million, max.
Well, after taxes, and it's $668.
Oh yeah, it sucks.
The car's paid for.
Everything's paid for.
Paid for.
The $7 million estate's paid for, or the 7-acre estate. I'm sorry.
Yeah, 7 acres.
Worth a hell of a lot more than $7 million. I guarantee you that.
No, I know.
Driveways were $7 million.
Well, either way, all that stuff's paid for. He's going to take care of his kids. All she's doing is getting her hair done. She doesn't need that much money.
Wow.
But the way they rationalize this, the way they justify this, is she's accustomed to a certain lifestyle that requires her to have $168 million, or else she may run out of money before she dies.
Thursdays I have lunch at the moon. I'm going to need to continue that.
But also in supporting
lunch on the moon. That sounds pretty hot. I wonder if they're booked for today. But anyway,
in supporting the household and doing everything while he's on the road all that time,
Well, yeah,
there's all
and the
of that
other
you got to
thing,
take
too,
into
is-
consideration.
Steven's making it like she needs $168 million to make ends meet.
I'm saying that it's not unusual. I mean, it's not.
Well,
I don't see the big deal.
It's not unusual.
Well, they've got.
That's why I actually stopped saying that.
Yeah.
They've got the maintenance people for the house I'm sure part of that 168 is part of that. The maids, the groundskeepers, all that stuff has to.
And you subtract that, you're at $167.9 million.
Right, exactly.
So.
Hope she can make it work.
I just don't get it.
Now, if you blow through this, you don't get any more.
At least Neil Diamond, I'm sure, came home every once in a while and sang to his wife.
Yeah.
Love on the road.
He
definitely came home and lip synced to her from time to time.
Yeah, I think actually with that settlement, that was like his second wife, maybe, but I'm not sure.
Oh, but your second wife, then. You get what's coming to you. But Michael Jordan, again, here is a guy who was just trying to do the honorable thing when he found out that he had knocked Juanita up. Goes to show what you get in this world for trying to be the honorable guy. Don't bother. It will not pay off in the end. Obviously, it'll do the opposite. You get no brownie points for being a good guy. Should have been like every other bastard out there and said, hey, Mom.
Oh, wow.
Prove it. Give me Montel.
Blood test.
But he was trying to do
Right.
what he thought at the time was the right thing. But he lived to regret that.
Well, and then 2 more kids after that. And then,
Well, they were already married at that point.
Then you have to make it look real by having more kids.
Got to make ourselves look like the happy family type while I'm out screwing everybody I ever wanted to.
Wow. Yeah.
All right, there it is. $168 million plus a $7-acre estate.
Yeah.
For a total of $211 million, I would guesstimate, Terry.
Yeah.
Give or take. $500 million.
Maybe Neil Diamond and Michael Jordan will get together for a drink later and celebrate.
Oh, that'd be cool. I'd like to be the fly on the wall for that conversation.
Oh, yeah.
I think they have so much in common.
Yeah, tons.
Yeah.
The T-Man Show.
O.J. Simpson will now have to stand trial to face 12 felony charges in a sports memorabilia heist. That's what a judge ruled today. The former NFL star could get life in prison for his role in the alleged heist.
I just don't see it. I'm sorry. This man is just not capable of being punished on this planet, Terry. Not gonna happen. Everyone's like, oh, this time they got him. Oh, they got O.J. this time. You see the evidence they got against him? Did you see the evidence they had on him last time? He walked as easily as anyone ever has. My God.
O.J. Simpson will now have to stand trial to face 12 felony charges in a sports memorabilia heist. That's what a judge ruled today. The former NFL star could get life in prison for his role in the alleged heist. It involved 2 sports memorabilia dealers at a Las Vegas hotel.
Yeah.
Outside the courthouse, O.J.'s defense team spoke out.
Yeah, this is the only thing that, if your O.J. worries you, you know he's at the tombstone of Johnny Cochran going, why?
I know.
Why'd you have to die?
I need you, man.
I need you now. Can your ghost at least come out of this? It'd be kind of cool to see. It'd be kind of interesting to know if Johnny Cochran was still alive and healthy if he would have taken this case, Terry.
Yeah,
because I don't know if O.J. has the funds to afford Johnny Cochran anymore, Terry.
Nah, I doubt it.
But
not when he's breaking into rooms to get his crap back.
Maybe Johnny Cochran, just for old time's sake, would have taken this case, and that would have really made this extra interesting. But other than that, I didn't really watch any of this trial, this preliminary hearing or whatever it was.
Right.
I watched all of it like 10, 12 years ago, whatever it was, 12 years ago.
Yeah,
and
that's a little bit different.
And I mean, there were less channels then. There was less to do. There was no real internet in 94, 95, and there was it was on wall-to-wall coverage on CNN back then.
Right. Well,
but just from the clips I've seen this time around, he looks kind of the same expression. It's just a few more grays, and it's just deja vu.
Yeah.
Except no Johnny Cochran.
Well, murder was more entertaining.
Yeah, yeah.
Might have something to do with it. Yeah, murder. Murder always wins out over a simple
memorabilia.
robbery. Yeah. Memorabilia doesn't get me quite as hyped up over double homicide.
Double homicide.
So here is now O.J.'s new defense team.
My only regret
is that I'm not Johnny Cochran. This guy talks all tough. Is that his deal?
Sounds
I
like
think
it.
so, yes.
Trying to sound like he's as confident as Johnny Cochran, please.
My only regret about being in Vegas and trying this preliminary hearing over the past 4 days is that we didn't have a jury seated now.
Oh, shut up.
Because if there was a jury seated now, my client would be on the way home and this would be over.
Your client is praying for the ghost of Johnny Cochran to come waltzing into that court.
Well,
we all are.
Yeah.
Because I don't think O.J. is capable of paying the fees that he paid back in the day, Terry. It was kind of a little disheartening to find out when Ron Goldman's dad went after the Rolex watch he saw on O.J.'s wrist. It turned out to be a knockoff.
Right. There's $20 for that.
That was kind of sad to hear about O.J., that he was wearing a knockoff Rolex that you buy from someone's overcoat.
Right.
$40, man. I think you still overpaid.
Yeah, okay.
Keeps time. That's all you need.
Well, it keeps time until it turns green, yeah.
Makes your hand green.
No, I agree. Yeah.
My only regret.
But Johnny would have taken the case anyway, Terry.
About being in Vegas and trying this preliminary hearing over the past 4 days is that we didn't have a jury seated now. Because if there was a jury seated now, my client would be on the way home and this would be over.
Well, he's on the way home anyway because the trial is
Simpson's lawyer says Simpson clearly didn't intend to steal anyone else's property, and he says there's no evidence of kidnapping. The judge ordered all the defendants to be arraigned on November 28th.
So they're saying the trial won't happen for another 6 months to a year? Is that what I'm hearing, or what?
Yeah, that's what it sounds
At least
like.
bring Judge Lance Ito back. What has he been doing?
Kick him back. You know.
You got Marcia Clark as the roving reporter outside the courthouse. How sad is that?
Yeah. Who was the other guy? Was it Darden?
Christopher Darden?
Yeah, what's he doing?
I remember him all. I told you I watched Wall to Wall back in the day, Terry.
I know.
Did you watch it back in the day?
I did. Absolutely. Sure.
You didn't?
I didn't watch a second.
Really?
I don't know why. I just wasn't interested. It made me kind of sad because I kind of liked OJ as a football player.
Well, I loved it. Everyone loved OJ until...
I knew he was...
And then some people split from him as far as liking him, and some people didn't.
Yeah, when I was 20, I was playing basketball, lifting, and trying to get girls. That was about it. Didn't really care about anything else. Pretty self-centered then.
I was in my 20s lifting and trying to get girls, too. In between... Instead of crying from my failures of trying to get girls, I would... I
don't even know if I had cable when I was 20. I don't even know if I could have watched it.
It was on everything.
I know it was.
Yeah, it was on. It was on. Yeah,
it was on the ABC. I think
it was on the
all day
on the ABC. I don't know about that. Maybe I don't remember. But they're not getting OJ. That's all I know. That's all I know.
All right.
No matter how bad this lawyer may be. Anyway, what else is going on this morning, Terry? What else is happening, please?
Well, actually, quite a few things.
All
First
right.
of all, just
I was hoping, yes.
Give you a quick little note about Justin Timberlake. Apparently, he was in Brisbane, Australia recently, and he was attacked by a bird, and it caused so much trauma that he tinkled on him. He peed his pants.
Tickled or tinkled?
Tinkled.
Because you said tickled.
For some reason, I can't talk today, which is
today, right.
Yeah, tinkled. He peed on himself. He wet his pants.
Okay, so he got attacked by a bird, and he was so scared that he peed himself.
Yes.
That's all you need to say.
Right.
JT, you know, the man responsible for Vagina Fest 2007 that you enjoyed very much, T-Man? I'm doing what you should have done.
Oh, is that what you're doing?
He got attacked by a bird in Brisbane and was so scared by the event that he peed himself.
And he peed on himself.
And I'm like, right, what else?
Okay. Well, here's some interesting news regarding the writers' strike. Apparently, it is costing Jay Leno and David Letterman more than $100,000 a day.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, according to
Fascinating.
the New York
What else?
Post. All right.
So they don't get paid while their writers are on strike.
Guess
no
not.
wonder Jay Leno's out there giving them donuts, trying to get them back to the bargaining table, get this thing settled. That kid needs to be fed, Terry. What else?
The strike also may affect award shows, too, by the way.
Very exciting.
I know you're excited.
I
about
really
that. Jennifer
can't
Hudson,
live
Kerry
life.
Rhodes, not really
Can't live life
necessarily
without
the whole
award
big
show.
thing.
If the Oscars
And
get canceled, I will love that.
yeah.
Kerry Rhodes what?
Kerry Rhodes, Jennifer Hudson may not be a real deal, apparently. She was spotted at a party this week honoring Clive Davis with her ex, or supposed ex, janitor boyfriend, James Payton.
Why does everyone have to refer to him as the janitor boyfriend? Because that's so relevant now. Because everyone knows now that Jennifer Hudson is an Oscar award-winning actress who put on one of the greatest performances in modern movie times, Ain't Staying with No Janitor.
Wow.
That's why everyone has to label him now. Isn't it nice that his first name is now Janitor?
Janitor James Payton.
Middle name boyfriend, and then comes his name. Janitor boyfriend, blah, blah, what's his name?
James Payton.
James Payton. Well, poor James Payton. And that his first name isn't James anymore. It's now Janitor. But that happens to be the truth. Because I guarantee you, I don't care how nice she's trying to be to this guy at this point. Mm-hmm. She knows no Academy Award-winning actress ain't staying with a janitor.
Well. Maybe she's trying to make it work again.
I just ran through Kerry Rhodes, and now bring on the next victim.
I just ran through Kerry Rhodes.
That's how she's thinking, Terry.
Right.
She knows that this is her time.
Yes.
You just play with them and toss them around like pieces of meat.
So
Kerry Rhodes is like, what happened? I thought we were a couple. Get the hell out. Lucky we don't call you janitor.
So, again, I don't know what's really going on there.
What's going on there is exactly what I'm telling you.
All right.
She's trying to make it seem like she's doing the right thing by this guy when really, what is he guilty of, Terry?
Just being,
an average, everyday kind of guy, blue-collar guy? Poor guy. Doesn't even know what hit him. Girlfriend surged to historic heights in a overnight kind of situation.
We finally made it, honey.
he thought he may be along for the ride, seeing that he put in 8 years of good quality boyfriend time. Where did that get him? She was with Kerry Rhodes running his joints. Usually it's the guy who runs one's joints.
Right,
but she's big enough to handle that. Running his joints all weekend long. Oh, but then she took him to a party.
Right,
how nice of her.
Yep.
I'll take you to a party, see how the other half lives.
And now take the trash out.
Wow. It's callous, Terry. The fact that she's still dangling him around. Either cut him, and shouldn't he get some cut him?
Well, he's the dummy
he's a dummy. Juanita Jordan's brilliant. He's a dummy. How is he a dummy?
Well, because, hey, if you've kicked me to the curb and you're all high and mighty, why should I...
Might as well get one good buffet on the way out.
Must be embarrassing when he hands his enormous keyring to the valet, though.
I know.
He's been with her 8 years. Isn't that common law? Shouldn't he be able to sue her now? Shouldn't he be able to get like half that golden statue?
Maybe so.
Isn't half that golden statue by law? Isn't it rightfully his?
Well, be his attorney. Call him up.
Hey, I don't know if he's aware there's such a thing called common law. He put in 8 years.
Especially in California, right?
Mm-hmm. Let's see a lawsuit against her. Fresh off of Michael Jordan being nailed to the wall by his ex-wife for what? For trying to be a good guy for 14 years that he put in there.
Right.
I feel bad for janitor boyfriend James what?
Peyton.
You had it right, janitor boyfriend.
He's described actually as a maintenance engineer. So.
Yeah, I saw that.
Maintenance engineer, yes.
Yeah. Trying to be
souped up name for janitor. Very exciting.
So there you go. No more janitors. We're all maintenance engineers.
Danielle, you're on the air. Danielle, are you there?
Hello, finally.
Oh, geez, I'm sorry to make you wait.
In the bathroom.
Oh,
nice.
Sounds like perfect timing to me. So now we not only have audio, Terry. We not only have the video that we have set up in her bathroom. We have audio now too.
Okay.
Yeah, kind of wish we had audio.
I've been on hold for 30 minutes, but yes, I have something to say.
Not really. Yes, go ahead, Danielle.
Okay, the whole Michael Jordan. I know you guys kind of moved on from that.
Okay.
But with the Michael Jordan situation, I hear nothing but haters calling me.
Okay, now wait a minute. Stop. Wait, hold on one second. I want you to say what you have to say, but I got to let you know right now that if I hear sounds of ass anywhere during the course of this call, I may have to disconnect you on the spot.
Totally, I'm leaving the bathroom.
Either that or turn it up. Oh, I'm not sure. So let me hear it, and I'll tell you which way I feel.
I'm out the bathroom.
Oh,
okay?
she's out of the bathroom.
Oh, that's
man, how anticlimactic.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, T-Man, you're the bomb. You're the greatest, right?
Oh, Lord.
And
yes.
I love your sidekick. He always got crazy stuff to say.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, Michael Jordan, I hear nothing but haters calling in this morning. This woman endured his cheating. You just confirmed he got so much ass over all these years. She endured mental abuse as far as I'm concerned.
Mental abuse,
he didn't want to pay. Yeah, because a man cheating, which I'm sure Terry or she can vouch for, a man cheating on you always is going to take a slash at you. Yeah, the money made it better.
What about all those women who are married to schlubs who are getting cheated on all the time, not to mention battered around, and they get out of a marriage and have to figure out how to get on with their life without a penny to play with, without a pot to piss in, without any true confidence in themselves? What about them? Where's the fairness there? Not that the world has ever been fair or ever going to be fair, but how do you all of a sudden feel sorry for Juanita Jordan as opposed to all these other millions and millions of women who are dealing with all kinds of stuff every day?
T-Man, I am a single, well, I ain't going to say single, but I am a woman without children. I'm 28 years old. I'm not going to lay down with a loser. I bet you if I may have a baby, it's going to be by a man that got something. So if they took the choice to lay down with a slum, then they don't have to live in slums. Period. This woman decided to take a cautious decision and marry somebody that had some money. I'm not mad at her. Do your thing. She made the right decision. But if you're going to lay with a slum and a loser, then you end up with a slum or a loser.
You know, this would have sounded a lot better in the bathroom, Terry.
Go back in the bathroom.
This call lost something when she left the bathroom.
Yeah, the acoustics are just different, and I'm just having trouble following it.
I just think your call would have been much more effective coming right from the toilet. That's all I'm saying.
How is my call not effective?
Oh, your call's still
not
effective. All right.
If the woman decided to sleep with a man that was a loser, what made her think he was going to be anything different?
Because you have more credibility when you're squeezing out a hater, honey. That's all I'm saying.
Oh,
forget your point.
Make a valid point. Now, be honest.
Will you let...
I'm not hating. Like I said, she She's doing her thing. If he didn't want to pay, he shouldn't have got down without a condom.
All right, you're right.
Right. All you men out there.
Amen, sister.
Oh, please,
settle
my
down,
gosh.
sister.
Didn't we leave this in the last millennium, Terry?
Yeah.
Okay.
I already heard Kick to the Curb once today. I think I'm good for the 90s.
Oh, my gosh.
Now, be honest. Were you in the bathroom because you were laying down a diz?
Oh, my gosh.
Or you had to tinkle, or you were just getting ready for your work day? Don't lie. And if it's D, all of the above, I want to know. Was it?
This is a good morning. Like I said, I'm not gonna. The guy I'm currently dating.
Listen,
trust.
was it? I don't care about him. I don't care about your comments about Michael Jordan, even though they made an impact in Terry's life.
And yeah, T-Man, you hating this morning too.
Was it your daily doo-doo?
Oh, Lordy.
Dude, you're hating
Was it the early morning pee hard on you had there, or?
T-Man, you are hating too.
Where?
If you had the ability to catch as much ass as Michael Jordan did, you would have caught as much as you can.
Are you kidding me? I'm trying every day. But
exactly. See, exactly. So why hate on the man?
I'm not.
Hate on him.
How am I hating on Michael Jordan?
You're hating on her.
I'm hating on her. It's not.
Who's hating on who?
You figure out who I'm hating on before you get on me. I'm not necessarily even hating on her. I'm just hating on the system.
And how unfair it is.
That can pay a person.
Not unfair.
That can
It's
pay
not
a person.
unfair.
Let me finish my point, or I'm going to squeeze out a heater.
Oh, my gosh.
Say what you gotta say.
I'm upset with a world that can tell any person that you are entitled to $200 million simply because you are married to someone. There is never any justification that you get a $200 million check simply because the only reason that you're entitled to that check is because you were married to someone. That is not right. Never will be. I don't care how much the rate of inflation skyrockets, Terry. That'll never be right. That $200 million is coming your way because you were married to this particular person. Doesn't make sense.
She was there when he didn't have it all. So it's called community property. She was there when he didn't have it.
Pick a point and go with it. Don't start pulling little different points out of the air, whichever you think is right for the particular moment. All right?
Because I have several good points. Because everything you're saying, I could pretty much cut the hole through it.
Oh, geez.
It's called community property, and she was there for him through it. So, yes, she's entitled to half of it, regardless.
What are you going to wear to work today?
I am at work, dude. I'm already in my office.
Oh, you were in the office bathroom. Oh, that must be.
Yeah, that narrows it down.
The trade for your fellow employees, let me tell you.
She's already ready for work. We know she's not doing that.
Where do you work? What do you do?
I don't get up
Where do you work? What city you work in?
I work I'm from Oakland, but I work in different cities because I have different offices.
What do you do?
I am a consultant.
That could be so many things, Terry.
You're right. You're right.
She could.
Why I said that, because it can be so many different things. I don't just hear me and know who I am, and hey, I know who you. No.
Why shouldn't I know more about you? You turn me on.
You a mess, teammate.
I got a half tank right now just listening to you and your fiery rage.
I have a PHO.
Everybody says I have this too. I need to stop it. That's all I want to say, guys.
So how serious are you with that boyfriend of yours?
4 years. You're a mess.
4
Oh,
years. You better not start doing too well, because sooner or later he's going to be your community property, and you may have to give him half.
He makes more than me,
Well,
so I'll be walking away.
I feel great potential for you. With your yacht at the mouth, you're going to go places.
Well, thank you.
Danielle, have a great consultant. Squeeze out another hater before the day is done day.
Maybe we should consult people in the bathroom. No, you should sit back sometimes. That helps. Try that. Maybe, drink a glass of water or something. I don't know.
Don't forget to wash your hands.
Wow. Something tells me she lays down some violent doo-doos too, Terry.
Okay.
All right? She lays down some hefty poop. I don't know if you're driving into the office right now and you recognize Danielle's voice, you may want to turn the car around.
Yeah. Go get some coffee or something.
She's already done some damage to the building, Terry.
Chimichanga night did not sit well with her.
Wednesday nights, ladies' nights at a lot of spots, Terry. Taking down a lot of drinks. Combine that with a 2 a.m. Taco Bell run.
Wow.
3 a.m. Jack in the Crack.
Whoa.
And she gets to the office this early. She's already hitting the bathroom for a reason.
Jalapeno poppers seem like such a good idea at 2:10. Bad idea at 7:10.
Not feeling the same way about it come 7 in the morning.
Right.
Fire in, fire out, baby.
Fire in the hole!
Oh, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, speaking of fire in the hole, this is really not even a close segue. We have the hopper that is sitting outside our studio with thousands and thousands of your bills that need to be paid. When we return, one of those bills gets plucked. Terry, our success rate after doing this, how many weeks now we've been doing it? I've lost track, Terry. About 8, 9 weeks?
Oh.
Has it been that much or no? Am I overshooting it?
No.
I don't think you're overshooting.
I
Pretty
don't.
close to that.
think,
So.
yeah.
We started, I think, on September, the first week of September,
Yes.
something like that.
Something like that, yes.
I don't even remember. But anyway, it's been a lot of weeks.
Started the 10th, right?
I don't think there's even been 5 days where people didn't call us back.
Right.
Our success rate is pretty strong, is what I'm getting at.
Yes.
People out there are waiting for their bills to be called,
Right.
and they're getting them paid.
Correct.
So our slush fund is not as high as maybe I projected, but it's got a nice little bit of cash in it.
Yes.
Does more get added today? Who knows?
Can we take from the battered women's fund if we run out of money for our party?
These questions and many more to be answered.
The T-Man Show.
Hey, Pasty, make sure of one thing this morning. Before I forget, Terry.
What's that?
He's got to make sure to play something by E40 today, Terry, because I don't know if you're aware. Maybe you didn't notice this on your entertainment wires. There's only one day that this can happen.
Okay.
There's only one day, Terry, where ironically enough, E40 could turn 40 years old.
Wow.
That day is today.
That's great. 40.
All right? He's 40 years old today, at least according to what I'm hearing.
Cool. The golden birthday.
And I think that's right. That sounds about right. He should be around 40 and being told today's his birthday. So put that up next, all right, Pasty? Okay, now on to T-Man pays your bills.
Yay!
Vinnie the Pooh selected me a fine bill from the... He's been doing a good job, Terry. He's been making the last number of people. I'm letting him run with this until he picks someone that we either don't like or doesn't call back, because the past few people that he has plucked from the hopper have sounded like really nice. Yesterday was a dude who needed some help, Terry, and there was a lady the day before, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
He's got a little run going.
He does.
Let him play out the string. And this morning, I see a bill that belongs, let's end the suspense quickly, to Anna Alonso.
Woo! Anna!
Anna Alonso, if you're out there. And this is a very simple bill, Terry. There's no itemized charges. It's not a credit card. It's an electric bill. It's Portland General Electric.
All right.
And there's no note attached. She gives us nothing but a straight-out bill. Hardcore business Anna Alonso's all about here.
Yeah, she's not about words.
She's like, pay it. It's $328.59. I'll take it in cash.
Yeah.
That's that.
I need some heat.
Portland General Electric wants $328.59.
Okay.
From Anna M. Alonso. And if Anna calls in at 1-866-663-T-MAN the next 45 minutes, it's a done deal.
All right.
Of course, her previous month's payments were $207.22.
Wow.
Which wasn't apparently paid, and now we're at $328.59. So are we to assume she's 3 months deep into this electric bill, or she had a bigger month last month and then decided to slim down the electric usage, the heat needs? I think we're talking about 3 months of heat and electric and all that stuff.
All right.
That's one bill you can let slide for a while because they're usually pretty lenient with you. From what I hear. That's one bill. There's some bills you don't pay in a month. They'll be calling your house.
Well, this bill is due on November 16th of 2007. Now, that is tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken, Terry.
Right.
So Anna better get cracking on the phone lines.
Okay.
The day after E40's birthday.
And, of course...
Ironic.
Did you check that out for me, Stephen?
That is correct, yes.
Today is E40's birthday, and it's his 40th birthday.
Yeah, 1967.
All right.
It's going to happen at some point.
Charlie Alonso, happy birthday to you. And Anna Alonso will make you proud.
It's also Macho Man Randy Savage's birthday, too.
Is that right?
So can we play his song?
No, but we can bite into a Slim Jim. Yeah, right.
Guys.
Race champion of all time. Anyway,
Mean
my
Gene.
gosh.
Wow, how old is he? How old is Randy
Take a
Macho Man?
solid guess.
Take a guess at Randy
Older
Macho Man
than
Savage?
40.
I know that. Don't even give me hints.
Well, you don't need it. You knew that.
I knew that. Yes.
It's not a hint.
Let's see. Randy Macho Man Savage. He's pushing 50 over. I'm gonna say the dude is 49 years old.
He is 56 years old.
Wow.
Goodness, where's the lovely Elizabeth when you date her?
She died, right?
Yeah, she did die. And that's different. That's where she is. Not hard to find. Anyway.
It's different than what Wikipedia says.
Really?
55.
Wikipedia is at 55?
Yeah.
Oh, he's 55, yeah. I'm sorry. I can't read.
Oh. Anyway. Well, that's very exciting. Every phone line is taken, so Alonzo won't be able to get through right now, but I know you have a pile of stories over there, so give me one quick story, then I'll clear some lines for Alonzo to have a better chance of getting through on. Terry, what do you got real quick?
Well, big
and
news.
It better be something quick. It better not be too big a news, Terry, because I want a quick story and move on to some calls. What do you got?
Everybody needs to stand up for chlamydia because this was the biggest year of any STD in U.S. history.
And it was chlamydia.
It was chlamydia.
I knew chlamydia had it in it, Terry.
Yeah, I told you, stand up.
Biggest run of disease in U.S. history in any given year, and that honor belongs to chlamydia?
Yes, sir.
What did it beat? Who held the record? Oh, that'd be herpes in 02.
But I hear herpes is training really hard, and so next year...
Yeah, herpes ain't going to take this sitting down, Terry.
They'll be back.
Herpes is going undercover now into some real hardcore training.
Yeah, they're sore losers.
To reclaim the title.
What's kind of scary, though, in this whole CDC, findings is that really all the STDs made kind of a move, but
a move upward.
Yeah,
that's good to know.
But chlamydia, though, whoa.
So they tried. So it's not like the other.
Yeah.
It's not like the other STDs just decided to take a year off.
Yeah, it's not like they sat back and said, "Hey, go ahead, chlamydia."
But chlamydia really just dominated, and dominated to such a degree that it doesn't even matter as compared to other diseases in 06. You're talking about 06 or 07?
Yeah,
06.
Yes.
Or is it seasonal?
No.
Does it go like summer 06 to summer 07?
Well, I don't know how they break it down, but
what year was it for?
They say that according to the CDC, last year more than 1.03 million. So I would say 2006. Yes.
Okay, and it was the highest of any disease of all time.
Yes.
Well, you can thank Tara Reid, I'm sure, Tara. Paris Hilton did her part.
Oh, yeah. A lot of contributors this year.
A lot of contributors. You know who you are.
It's a good team.
Stand up, take a bow. You're a solid team. It was a team effort. And, yes. See, a lot of people counted chlamydia out a few years ago, and I said, you watch. Chlamydia will be back and better than ever. I never knew, though, that it would be back to such a degree that it would set an all-time record for the highest STD rate in the history of any disease for any year.
Yeah.
Wow. It's quite an accomplishment.
Jeez.
Chlamydia's up there at the podium right now. I'd like to thank the Academy. But most of all, you fans out there, make me what I am.
By the way,
had some great competition in this category.
I probably want to thank cheap beer, too. Helping people hook up. And
yes.
For sure.
Gonorrhea had a great run, but...
Yeah. But overall...
Oh, gonorrhea is always a tough competitor, and herpes, I still love you. Still love you, Herb.
Gotta give him credit where credit's due, herpes.
Herbs.
And I'm just promising that I'm not going to rest on my laurels. I am going to come back even with more energy and do my part to keep this thing going.
I think I'm going to stand. This is so good.
A clap for the clap. There it is.
There it is. Finally.
Well, that's kind of scary.
It is. And by the way, about 75% of people with chlamydia don't show any symptoms.
Well, that's good to know then.
So next time you
so
go
don't worry
get
about
the old checkup, why don't you just get tested to make sure?
Uh-huh. That's kind of scary. So apparently all that little sex education and all the health classes you ever took and all the little pamphlets they handed out and the condoms they gave you here and there, that's all working out, huh?
Oh, yeah.
We're really making some big inroads, aren't we?
Whoa.
People raw-dogging each other more than ever.
Oh.
In the history of the world, in the history of this country or the world?
U.S. history.
In U.S. history.
U.S. history.
There has never been an STD that's been distributed more greatly than chlamydia was for the year 2006.
Right. The old record was set back in 1978.
78.
Wow.
And that was gonorrhea.
Gone are the days of gonorrhea. Gone with the wind. Well, whatever happened to syphilis? I really had high hopes for syphilis, Terry, and I just am disappointed in the effort that syphilis is putting out there. We're thinking of making a change at the top, Terry.
You always hang around, though, I would imagine.
Well, we're going to have a change of CEO, a change of manager. We're going to shake things up in the syphilis camp, and we're going to retool some things.
Retool some things.
And you watch. Don't count syphilis out yet.
Okay.
And good old-fashioned AIDS.
Good old-fashioned. It's like the lemonade.
Good old-fashioned AIDS.
Everyone had some high projections for good old-fashioned AIDS, and it's always the one that sneaks out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't have to worry about chlamydia. Well, now you have to worry about chlamydia more than any other STD in American history.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell was going on in 1978, though. That's pretty cool. Why 78?
Disco.
Yeah, maybe Studio 54. That was the reason.
And a lot of new lines of Coke, freshly imported.
Raw Dog gonna grow after the Pink Floyd show?
Yeah.
All right.
Bring it on. Yeah, it hurts when I pee this morning. I don't know what happened.
Boy, that's not good.
Wow.
Like I said, all STDs did go up slightly, but none like chlamydia.
Now, do you think this news is going to scare anyone, Terry? Because honestly, I don't feel scared.
I hope
I'm
so.
ready to Raw Dog, the first listener, who wants to come on down.
Well, now,
Forget pay your
understand.
bills.
Here I am, dude.
Raw dog
Took
with
you
the
so
T,
long, big boy.
Raw dog with the
Big boy.
Anyway. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
If it's left untreated, people, it can cause infertility.
Oh, big deal.
Pelvic.
And I want him to
Like
go
birth
out
control.
I want him to go out and get that vasectomy now.
Wow! Stop.
Yeah.
Are there symptoms, though? I mean, how do you know if you have it?
No, like I said,
Uh-oh.
75% of people who have it don't show
geez.
any
Well,
symptoms.
what are the symptoms? Do you have them there or no?
I do not have them there.
It's
but
not
I
like
will...
pee and razor blades or
No,
anything like that?
no.
Because that is pretty much
Yeah, that's an obvious.
spot on that you need to get something checked out.
Right.
Huh.
Something just ain't right down below.
Does not give me the symptoms, though, no.
Okay. Well, anyone can Wikipedia chlamydia.
Yeah.
If you can learn to spell it, you can Wikipedia it.
Yes.
It'll take you about 10 tries, though.
That's right.
And we should be more aware of it
trying.
since it just set an all-time record for our country. There you go.
All right.
1-866-663. T-Man is the number to call. Let me clear a couple of lines for our friend Alan Alonso. I'm sure is having a difficult time at this point getting through at 1-866-663. T-Man, who's been waiting the longest? Let me see here. Miguel, you're on the air in Kenmore. Yes, Miguel.
What's up, man? Hey, I've been listening this morning, and after the whole divorce thing and the Jenner boyfriend thing, this just keeps proving, man, that nice guys always get screwed, no matter what.
Michael Jordan's a nice guy. Well, honestly, the reality of Michael Jordan's world is this is a small fraction, as we've talked about, of his worth. He is worth well over $1 billion, probably even closing in on $2 billion if he hasn't hit it already. So he is probably the least concerned about this payment. I just don't think. And it was always about, just pay her because she's got a lifestyle she's accustomed to. This goes well beyond any lifestyle that anyone's been accustomed to. $168 million, and on top of that, a 7-acre home, which takes her to easily $200 million, I'm sure, Terry.
Yeah, I'm sure, yeah.
Thereabouts. Nobody, just because they were married to somebody, no matter what lifestyle they were used to, needs $200 million to get them to old age so they can live out that lifestyle, okay?
Your polyester pants are expensive when you get old.
There you go. Just treat them, don't treat them so nice. Kind of slap them around a couple times, and they'll be fine.
Thank you, Miguel. Thank you. There's a line open for Anna Alonso.
Come on, Anna.
Hank, you're on the air. Hank's on one line. I think his wife is on the other line from what I'm being
hello?
told.
Really?
Yes. Hank, do you have a wife named Sonia?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, because Sonia called. She's in the same car as Hank, but she's on her own phone.
Stop.
And she's been waiting on another phone line, Terry. They have been taking up 2 phone lines on hold, waiting to get on the air.
Pete's talking to each other.
Because they don't want to talk to each other in the car. They refuse.
Yeah, she's right here next to me in the car talking about Michael Jordan's wife deserves all this money.
Yeah, they're arguing in the car about this, so they each decided to call in. And they each take up one of the 73 phone lines that we have here.
That is great.
All right, let me punch her up. Sonia, are you there?
I'm here.
You guys want to have it out now, finally? They don't.
Yes, we do.
Otherwise, they don't like talking in the morning, Terry.
I agree with the T-Man. She shouldn't get no 100 and some odd million.
Oh,
Yes, the hell I should.
Oh,
No, nobody should. She should get what she worth. If she didn't know Michael Jordan, she wouldn't have all this money.
Hey,
So
listen, Hank, easy. Don't worry about it. At the end of the day, $100 million is only a fraction of your income. There's nothing to worry about. Right. And you and your wife should just be fine. And are you guys doing well in your marriage? Are you happily married? What's the story?
Yeah, we happy.
Oh,
we're all right. I love her to death, but if she tried to get $160 million from her, I probably had to get rid of her.
Well, aren't they the cutesy couple, Terry?
Whatever. You wouldn't be able to get rid of me, Terry. Somebody better tell him I'm going to take him further into the negative.
Wow.
You've already done that all through your marriage. Don't worry about it.
Can I talk to Danielle?
Danielle is going to get you missing. I'm telling you.
No, where's Danielle?
Ain't nobody going to be giving up that kind of money.
Yes, he will. Yes, he will. For his 3 kids, I'm not keeping all these damn kids and not be able to take care of them.
Oh, jeez.
The damn kids
Use his damn money. That's right.
To those out there who are driving by Hank and Sonia right now on the highway, we apologize for spurring this on and having you wonder what the hell is going on in that car.
Can you imagine somebody's looking over right now going, what?
You think?
Whatever. He ain't going to get rid of I'm going to take his own money and get rid of him. That's what I'm going to do.
I hope it's their driver that's paying attention to the road, Terry, because they're so consumed in this argument that I hope they're not neglecting the roadway that they're on.
No, I got control of the roadway. I just can't believe that these women think they deserve something just for being with somebody. That lady ain't went to their basketball practice. I can see if she went to practice with him every day.
She did. She kissed him on the way out the door. What are you talking about? That was work.
Kissed him on the way out the door. That's work. Come on. Come on!
Well, she wasn't sure where that cheek had been the night before, so.
We'll let them continue that conversation all the way to the office. You don't think they work together, do you, Terry?
Oh, let's hope not.
Oh, weird. There just has to be some separation in even the happiest of marriages.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Oh, I forgot. Stephen works with his wife in the building.
He does.
That's right. Stephen Kilbreath. Mm-hmm. His wife gets to see his lovely-looking face all through the evening and overnight under the covers.
Oh, yeah.
And then... Jeez. Don't go too deep under those covers. Yeah. And then... when she gets to work, you'd think maybe she'd have her time away to remember how much she loves him and not have to be subjected to him. But no. There he is.
Here I am.
Bouncing his rotund torso around the hallway.
Rotund.
Awkwardly walking like he has arthritis.
Really?
Yeah, you have a weird walk.
Huh.
B. Weezy's girlfriend has chlamydia, Terry. Want to hear from him?
Wow, really?
She did her part to set this record in this record-setting year of chlamydia. Yes. B. Weezy, are you there?
She had lacerations on her thingamajigger.
On her thingamajigger.
She had lacerations on her thingamajigger. That, yes, is in the medical books under, you look under a T for thingamajigger, and you see lacerations, Terry, you will note that is a direct, on-point symptom of chlamydia.
Also my favorite candy bar.
Well, I do have the signs of chlamydia.
Right next to the whatchamacallit, Terry, and the thingamajiggers?
Yeah, really good. You freeze them, they're great.
Oh.
Hopefully she's being treated for those lacerations.
Lacerations of the thingamajigger is something that you definitely want to...
Get checked out.
You want to, put a little bit of ointment on that. Okay.
Is that a laceration a cut, though? Does he mean cuts or like a lesion or what?
I think something
like
that was oozing. Anything that's oozing can qualify as a laceration.
All right, not good. I'll put that all down under the category of not good.
Yeah.
Anything that's oozing in the genital area is, well, depending on what your overall definition of oozing is.
Oh, boy. Anything out of the ordinary on the nether region.
Yeah,
not
anything
good.
not normal.
Yeah, anything that's oozing before you really start getting involved in the act. That's always a bit of a red flag. Or any red flags that are down there.
That would hurt, too.
That come soaring up. You may want to get those looked at, too.
Oh, goodness.
Diane!
Yes?
You're on the air.
Hi.
We're still looking for Anna Alonso to get to one of these phone lines. Yes, Diane, what can we do for you?
I just wanted to say, we wouldn't have such high numbers of STDs if people would just quit sleeping around.
What fun would the world be
then?
then?
People would know each other be more than one night before they went out and got drunk and slept with someone and forgot.
Wait, let me make sure. Let me nail down the soapbox for you so you don't slip here. Okay, you think that it's now clear as a bell that the day has come, that the world needs to wake up and stop having so much fun, sleeping around, screwing anyone they can get their hands on. Is that it?
Yeah, kind of.
Sure, I don't know if I want to live in a world like that.
Apparently it's not fun if it's spreading disease.
Yeah, and it's probably not fun when you...
Take a pill, 10 days.
Clears right up.
I don't think chlamydia's ever really killed anyone, has it? Probably has. I don't know anything about it.
Well, it's when it goes untreated, I think, is the problem.
if it goes untreated...
You can die?
Well, you are more susceptible to, like, AIDS and HIV and
well, I mean, if you already got chlamydia...
Whoa.
Yeah, if it hurts to pee, you might want to go to the STD clinic. Put your pride aside and make it happen.
Right. When there's open wounds there, it's not good.
So you're telling me the worst... I'm asking you pretty much for what's the worst part of chlamydia? You're telling me the worst part of chlamydia is that you may be more susceptible to HIV?
Well, you're
susceptible to HIV anyway.
Well, you're way more susceptible to it if you have something else.
Well, I mean, you run that risk anyway. What's a little added risk?
Well, a lot.
Just makes it
fatal
more fun.
Disease. I'll take it. I'll lessen my chances as much as possible.
Diane, isn't this the way you're feeling too? No.
Yeah.
So you're not sleeping with anyone right now, or if you are sleeping with anyone, it's one person that you've devoted yourself to entirely. Is that right? Are you?
It is my husband, Gabriel. We've been together since high school.
Why shouldn't I have known, Terry? She's married since high school. She dreads her life and the decision she made, so she wants to drag everyone down to the abyss that she's in, where she's forced into feeling like she has to be faithful to Terry because that's what she signed up for, and she wants to hold up her end of the bargain, or else she feels like she's being a bad person, and she would be.
You quit sleeping around because I can't.
You guys saying how much this stuff is spreading is making me thankful I'm married and I'm not out there dating.
Please.
Because I don't want to catch something like that.
Nothing can make you thankful for all the regret you have built up for the decisions you made.
Well, if you think fun is catching something that makes your parts not work right or smell funny or ooze, how about
smell funny or ooze?
It basically comes down to you feeling if I can't sleep around, no one else should be able to either. That's why you called, and you know it.
No, people can do what they want, but
I mean,
they're going to catch something if they are not careful.
You're single to your dead. But anyway, and I'm not sleeping around, Terry.
Right.
But I could start at any second. Anyway.
Understand.
Because anyone could. So could Diane.
Yes.
Diane with her soapbox, Terry.
Yes.
And I think she's more apt to do it than me, believe it or not. Even with her soapbox, fully entrenched underneath her feet right now, Terry.
Yeah.
She is more likely to start screwing around, just go on some major wild spree that's all pent up inside of her, ready to explode, Terry. Can you feel it, Terry? Can you feel kind of the discontent that she has in her system? Finally, she feels like, well, see, I'm not in such bad shape after all for being so miserable because...
Oh, yeah, your reports are really making me want to go out and jump on the first guy, let me tell you.
She's on her soapbox.
Well, guess what? What if I happen to be the first guy?
Well,
are you ready to start jumping, Diane?
No.
What if you went out your door ready for some deceitful action, and there I was, waiting on your front stoop? I'm the first guy, Diane. Are you jumping on or no?
No.
Oh, it's a shame. Anyway.
Well, T-Man's clean, as far as we know.
Yeah, as far as...
I'm married, and it's against my faith. Sorry.
Exactly. She's got a very strong faith, Terry.
There you go.
And it's all causing major conflict inside her system.
No, other people are out there with the conflict. You know, do I show people this?
I haven't heard you rebut me, Diane. Keyword there is but. Do you have this unbelievably happy marriage that is nothing but fulfilling and satisfying? I haven't heard you say anything. T-Man, why aren't you aware that I am the happiest married woman in the world? I'm not hearing you saying anything close to that. Where's that, Diane?
I am very happily married.
Or can that not be said while looking yourself in the mirror?
I'm very happily married.
It's too late for that now. No one's buying it.
High school sweethearts.
High school sweetheart does in no way guarantee that you're going to be happily married. If anything, in this day and age,
oh, I know,
it may be more of a signal of some major issues that you're currently having.
Oh, we're past those, and we're to the happy part again.
Oh, see, they had issues, Terry.
But
But
we
she's
stayed
convinced
peaceful
herself
and
that
stayed
she's
together.
past those. Okay, she worked
You
herself.
guys worked them out.
You worked yourself
and
through those
actually,
issues.
that
And
is
it's
good.
rare today.
It is very rare.
And that's why we're clean and we don't have diseases.
Wow.
And sometimes that has been the one thing that has kept us together is, do I want to go out and date someone and I can't even kiss them goodnight? I have kids I want to be able to kiss on. I don't know where their mouth was the night before.
So you've thought many a night, many a day, about going out and seeing what's out there, but strictly because your husband, you know, is disease-free, you stayed with him.
Well, I'm disease-free, too.
So by her logic, if there was no such thing as diseases, she would not be with
God like the wind.
Okay, that's what I'm wondering.
Wow.
No, I was bound and determined.
What
to stay
does
with
that
him.
say about your marriage? That the only thing that kept it together is the fact that you're a germaphobe.
No, I loved him, and I wanted to stick with him.
She doesn't sound so convincing when she says, I love him.
Do-
I loved him.
Yeah, why is it past tense?
Yeah, why is it past
Like
10?
high school, I loved
I
him.
love him.
That's not what you
But I
said.
loved him at the time when times were tough.
A little Freudian slip there, Diane. No. No. You put it in the past tense. You said, I loved him. I don't even think you know what you're saying,
I
Diane.
loved him when times were tough. I still love him today. I love him more.
No. You had the option to say, I love him, but you chose to say, in a moment of truthfulness, I loved him. Diane, these are only things that we could work out through hours of therapy. Now, I don't have the time right now, but I could put you on the appointment book.
Oh, that won't be necessary.
Oh, I think it would be, but you're denying that it's necessary, Diane. And
Yeah.
until you come to grips with the fact that you need to talk this out, it's always going to be the I loved him and never
We
the
were
true
talking
love
about
that you truly are hoping for.
Yeah, I mean,
what a shame.
And so I said
just
I
answered your
loved
question.
him also back then, and that's why we stayed together back then. I still love him now.
Too late to talk yourself out of this one, Diane.
Question.
We all know the reality.
Yep.
What kind of things were you guys going through when you loved him still back then?
People with chlamydia out there are like, damn, I'm glad I'm not Diane.
No kidding. That sounds terrible.
Oh, that's okay. I'm glad I'm not them. You went through, normal ups and downs, I'm sure.
Well, tell us about these normal ups and downs and stop being so general. We want to hear specifically about the downs.
Well, I'm not going to tell you all the downs. He was a jerk. I was probably a bitch, and we were learning how to be together. We were
sense you have bitch
got
potential.
married a year out of high school. We had our ups and downs, and now we're very up and very happy and very much in love.
Working through it. That's great.
We're part of the downs that he refused to go down.
No, that wasn't a problem.
There was no problem. He loved going down.
Oh, yeah. Love me some Diane.
Well, Diane, it sounds like you are trying very hard to do what's right, and for that we applaud you even almost as loud as we applaud chlamydia for their accomplishments. Yeah,
Oh, jeez.
it's accomplishment.
I actually think that's wonderful that they worked it through.
Yeah.
Oh, isn't that
So
nice?
since you're so proud of me, can I say hi to my husband?
No, he doesn't want to hear from you. Anyway.
Only if his name's Jack.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead. Say hi to your husband. Embarrass the man more than you have already in his life. Go ahead. Yes.
Hi, Gabriel. I love you.
Gabriel, yes.
I loved you.
Fancy.
I loved you, she said.
Did you? No, she didn't say it this time.
It sounded like it.
It sounded like it, but she didn't.
Diane, I hope you call again soon, baby.
Okay.
Take
thank you.
care.
Bye.
Until then, you can fantasize about all the strange men that you meet in dark corners of the world that you have random faceless sex with that you know is consuming your pretty much everyday thoughts. Don't pretend like you're not having them, Diane.
Yeah, and then they take off their pants and they have something on them, and I get grossed out.
And she always has to come back to that,
That's
Terry.
the only reason.
She's not denying that she has those thoughts.
Right.
No.
But she's able to rationalize those thoughts out as, oh, well, if I actually did that, I'd get something.
Sour grapes, man. I wouldn't want it anyway.
Yeah, I wouldn't want sour grapes. Diane, that's a real bad STD.
Oh, that sounds terrible.
Yeah, you have to go to the proctologist, get them removed.
Oh, man. You don't want to make wine out of those, I tell you.
Uh-huh. Oh, Diane, thank you for the call, baby. It's nice to know she's out there, Terry.
Yes, it is. They have a strong marriage.
Is that right?
Yes, they do.
Wow.
Actually stuck it out.
Yeah.
You know?
It makes it stronger.
It does. Not just one of those, forget it.
I give him a wake, Terry.
Oh,
1-866-663-T-Man. Back after these words.
The T-Man Show.
He's a gay phone operator. He's so gay. He's so phone operator. And now, here's Gay. Good morning.
Good morning.
What is this, Terry? Terry's passing me something very important here. Oh, yes. Isn't it interesting that gay phone operator called in, Terry? When you have this breaking news. You want to read it? You want me to read it to him?
Yes.
How are you, gay, first and foremost?
I'm okay.
It's always nice to talk to you.
Thank you very much.
Just outright lie. Let's see what we got here. Well, isn't this interesting? According to the Washington Post, researchers at the University of New Hampshire just came up with a very interesting conclusion as it pertains to gay men. Maybe you're familiar with them, Gay?
A lot of them.
Yeah, right. That wasn't their conclusion. Anyway, let's see. This is very disturbing. Oh, my goodness. Gay men in corporate America earn up to 23% less than married heterosexual men in the same kind of positions, so to speak, in the corporate America hierarchy. Even
how did they come up with that?
At all levels, even if it's some of the more on the lower side of the jobs that we have in this world, like maintenance, or some of the higher level jobs, like upwards as high as CEOs. It's a consistent theme all the way through that gay men, 23% less in salary.
I don't agree with that.
Than married heterosexual. Well, you may disagree till you're blue in the face. And I'm sure you get blue in the face quite often. Blue in the balls.
Okay. I try.
23% less is what the Washington Post is reporting that the University of New Hampshire researchers concluded. Gay phone operator. I mean, I'm sure you're personally just underpaid because you're fat and lazy. But
wow.
I don't think so.
And he's got the fire down below. Also weird.
Oh, you're so well paid. I forgot. You're just such the bonus baby.
Bonus baby.
And that baby Huey, right?
Well, instead of fighting it, you seem like you just want to get into a denial mode. I'm telling you what the reports are this morning. You should get filled with rage hearing this instead of feeling like it's untrue.
Gay rage.
Why should I be
You should get it.
angry about it?
Why aren't you in a gay rage?
Because it's not true. For me, that's not the case. I've always gotten paid the same or more than the people I've worked with.
Why? Because they told you that?
Yeah. How do you know?
No, I've seen paychecks. I have friends. We discussed it.
Hey, Carl, can I see your paycheck really quick?
Dudes going to their mailboxes at the office. Why is my check open? Not having
Gay's been here.
any idea that his little curious gay snooping ass has been opening people's paychecks to find out if he's paid appropriately.
Well, I don't understand how they're picking the gays out.
Oh, well, I don't think they're picking the gays out. I think
picking the gays out.
I don't even know what that necessarily means. But they apparently found some way to come up with a reasonable, accurate study, and this was their conclusion. Whether you want to accept it or not, that's up to you.
I don't accept it. Are they saying across the board every job?
What's an average?
That's pretty much what I told you.
That doesn't make sense at all to me, because I've had lots of different types of jobs, and I've always gotten paid the same.
Wow.
Or so they tell you. You get the gay rate.
Yeah.
I'll give you the gay rate.
Oh, wow.
All right, if you're satisfied with the gay rate, then everything's fine. Apparently enough of the gays are satisfied with the gay rate that you're not fighting this to the point where there's any changes on the horizon.
I'll take the gay rate over the gay rape.
So what is it, some disgruntled fag that did the study?
Oh, come on.
Wow.
Don't talk about Steven like that.
You know what?
You make fine money, you say, so what are you worried about? Who cares?
And actually, didn't you tell me, Terry, he's up for like an interview for a higher position at his work?
Yeah, he went for one,
they want to cut back on salary at whatever position they have open. That's why they're interviewing the gay.
No, it would be more.
It would be more for you, but the person who's probably vacating that position is being paid more now than you would be paid if you got the job, and that
they
may be
probably are because they were there longer. Yes, and then I would eventually move up to that position.
He was able to justify it. Okay, well,
great.
Until he gets filled with gay rage, Terry. It sounds like this is going to be the way it is.
At least he's getting a job.
For the foreseeable future. He's just happy somebody out there's employing him, I guess.
Whatever. I've always gotten paid a decent amount for the job that I've done.
Decent amount ain't cutting it these days, bud.
So why'd your car get repoed again?
Because I make stupid decisions with money, asswipe.
I'm just asking a question. I thought you made plenty of money.
Remember,
he how much I get paid.
Yeah, guys who make plenty of money don't often have to chase the repo man down the street.
I make plenty of money. I make stupid decisions.
Remember, he goes out, gets asked to dance to Umbrella, and then he buys drinks for everybody.
What stupid decisions? I mean, buying drinks for everyone, if you're paid a decent rate, ain't blowing your whole wad. So, I mean, that may be silly, but it's not blowing your whole wad. So,
No, but buying 2 iPhones was pretty stupid.
even that ain't blowing your whole wad. That's $1,000.
Are you paying for these people on Craigslist that you meet?
No.
He's
Oh my God, no, I'm not that desperate. Do you?
Whoa.
The gay ones, yes.
The gay ones you do pay for, really.
Wow.
I'll put an ad out today. Let's see if I can get your tight-ass jeans.
Hey, instead of lashing out at everyone that you're hearing, why don't you take out this bit of anger on the man that's apparently got you under his thumb?
The man's not over yet, that's why.
No, because I think it's stupid that they come out with these studies that aren't true.
A lot of rock stars have chipped their teeth that way. It's dangerous.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. Anyway,
Yeah,
Is that
you
your
got 'em
tooth?
all.
That was loud.
Not good.
Yeah, the mic just fell on my face.
No, that's not a good thing.
I'll do a survey of my friends
Something's
tonight.
throwing me
Let's
off at the
see
studio right
what
now.
they say.
What does that smell?
It's not coming from me.
Usually it is, though. That's why he's worried.
He knows he's usually
Seeping through the phone.
he's usually the legitimate answer to that question. What is that smell? Is that why is it coming from your area, Vinnie the Pooh? What are you eating?
This is chili cheese Fritos.
Chili cheese Fritos.
You know, I happen to love chili cheese Fritos. Don't get me wrong, but for some reason, smelling them right now is making me nauseous.
They're heaven.
It smells like
You want me to go
stanky
get you-
feet.
You want me to get you a bag? I got you.
I don't want them right now. All right, I've eaten them before. They're fine, but smelling them from a distance, it smells like
it's
foot odor or something.
No, it's
Gosh, give me that bag. Let me see that bag.
See, you want them now, right?
I don't want them. I just want to. Oh,
yeah. If you're not ready
Stick your
for
face-
it,
stick your
no,
face in that
I
bag, kid.
have them in our pantry.
If I ate them, it'd be great. But stick your
Right.
face in that.
No,
stick your
I
face in the
know.
bag.
8 a.m.
Now, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this.
yeah,
If
no.
You guys don't like chili cheese
Terry,
Fritos?
That's
Nobody's
not the point.
saying that we don't like them.
He's not getting me. I've said it 6 times now.
I
I
know.
never
Never gets
Eating
anything.
that bag. Okay, Steve.
Wow, Steven's not getting on you. You never get anything. You have to explain everything 6 times.
At least I can pill or whatever.
Oh, well.
Try it again later, maybe.
Okay, ready?
Do what?
We're ready.
Jeez.
As long as I can pull bills from the hopper, Stephen Kilbreath.
Oh, that's
I was really envious. I'm
That's
sure.
right.
Bill puller.
Anyway.
That's right.
Wow, he actually does something in his job.
Wow! I wasn't sure he was clowning.
At least he's paid a decent rate.
Anyway, and not the gay one.
Imagine, Terry, if you were with a female. Okay, I'm sure you imagine it every day. And all of a sudden, in your moments of really getting into the situation, you smell that chili Frito aroma.
It's good stuff, you guys.
All right, fine, it's good stuff. But
Nobody's saying it.
Okay,
let me ask
I'll
you,
admit
imagine you're with some woman on a sexual level, and all of a sudden, and you're really getting into the hot and heavy portions of
a
the
little
situation.
spicy smell to it.
You smell that.
That wouldn't be good, to be honest with you.
Okay, so thank you. That's all I need to know.
I still got you on a bag if you want one.
I don't need anything I wouldn't go down on.
Wow, really?
Wow.
All right.
Gay's happy again.
I like that attitude.
But we're not doing sushi later.
No, count me in for that.
Okay.
I go down on sushi. Anyway, a little spicy turnaround.
Wow.
Midlife crisis roll?
Those are the best. Like to eat them in my IROC. Yeah.
Yes.
What is that?
What are you playing in the back row?
I turned on my work computer. I'm sorry.
Your work computer. You mean the one that you use for your underpaying job?
No, my job pays very well.
Okay, if you say so.
He solicits gay relations on his computer
I'm
at
sure.
work.
I'm sure
not on my
your.
computer.
I'm sure your employer is very happy to hear that you're happy being underpaid. I think you're just happy being in a job that they haven't gotten on you for your gay escapades that you're willing to put out there during work hours.
I don't
And you
do
haven't
anything during work hours.
You
It's just work.
obviously you can't stop your antics during the workday, and you're just happy you
whatever.
haven't been called into the office by the man who's going to sit you down and say, "We're aware of the things you're doing and the people that are coming over your home office on company time. So because of that, you're willing to take a lesser salary." I think you should march right into the office that you have to go to every once in a while, right? There is an office you have to show up at every so often, right?
Yeah, I went in yesterday.
Okay, you went in yesterday. You go right back today, and you tell whoever is your higher up that this has gone on too long, and you're on to them, and show them the copy of the Washington Post that says that you're underpaid. Does he know you're gay?
I'm sure he does.
So you've never had that conversation, but you
Never had
think
the conversation, but he knows I'm on the show. So
he knows you're on the show?
Yeah.
So, in other words, he wouldn't have been able to pick up on any kind of sexual orientation hints if you weren't on the show. Is that what you're saying?
I would hope not.
You don't think you give out a sexual orientation clue or two on your own? Is that what you're thinking?
Not generally, no.
So you think you walk around town and you meet people and you have lengthy conversations and you're not talking about anything necessarily sexually oriented, and they are just clueless as to taking a stab at what your orientation might be if they decide to think about it.
I would say most people do not know.
So if you met a woman and you were just having a general conversation, she was like, wow, he has a real fun-loving personality. Likely that you would come up with that conclusion. Right. And she was like, I wonder if he'd be into me. She doesn't stop for a moment and say, well, I wonder if he may be gay. She doesn't have that moment of pause.
Okay, I don't know many
Because
women
you
that
don't-
would be really into wanting the fat man to be into
Well,
that.
it's a hypothetical.
women I know.
Right.
It's a hypothetical. I'm just trying to basically ask you.
Stephen and I's wives love it.
I'm just trying to basically ask you if you think if you give off any clues of your own that you're a gay man.
I don't think so, and I would hope not.
Well, I think you are freaking clueless because you are walking information as far as your orientation.
And then he gets in the car with the license plate that says gay phone operator on
Okay,
it.
that's different.
Okay.
Most people would say no, they don't know that I am.
Can't tell a thing. All right.
I mean,
Maybe
you
he's
say
right. Maybe he knows
comfortable.
more about himself than I probably do, Terry.
Let's have a
No,
gay
I have
off.
friends that have
Put 'em on the
said
street.
that
I don't know.
they don't think that people know they're gay, and it's like, what are you talking about?
Well, friends
I'm not
may
that
be different.
way.
I'm talking about you. I'm not talking about your friends.
Yeah,
I
and I'm
don't-
talking about me. I don't feel that that's the way I am.
Your friends, in evaluating you, tell you that you don't give off any vibe that you're gay.
Hey, Chris, you
Most
watch...
of my friends are gay, so they have gaydar, and they would say, yes,
Well,
I do.
okay.
You don't
but-
need gaydar to pick out of a lineup that you're a gay man.
Or whatever.
As soon as the guy says, hey, did you watch Super Bowl last night? And you say you watched, Queer as Folk rerun.
Well, the
then,
fact that Vinnie the Pooh doesn't even know what the Super Bowl is a little
that's true.
concerning.
Along
Winnie
with
the Pooh wants to be gay. We all know
Oh,
that.
jeez. He wants to be gay, but
Wants to
But he
be.
just can't push that gay button?
you're
What?
saying he doesn't have the
Yeah, he
biological...
wants his gay button pushed.
Gay
Wow.
button.
Why are you attacking Vinnie the Pooh here?
Freaking Fritos.
He's
whatever.
enjoying his Fritos. Let the man have a moment.
Just because he has on a striped shirt, sweater vest, and a finely manicured goatee does not make him gay.
And a tie.
And a cute beret. Yes. Anyway.
It's a raspberry.
Gay, it's been lovely talking to you, don't you?
Beret.
Yeah, not really. Anyway, Anna Alonso is on the line, too.
Wow.
Now, the question is,
Ow.
did Anna Alonso make it inside the 45-minute guaranteed cutoff pay your bill window? That's the question. Anna, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Did you hear at the very moment that your bill was called, or did somebody have to inform you? Did someone fire off a text message or a phone call to you to let you know what the deal was, or what's the story there?
No, I was stuck in traffic, and I listened.
So you weren't listening?
I listened to your radio show every morning, and my name came up, and I was like, no, I couldn't believe it at first. I was like, no, that's not me.
So you didn't have any cell phone or any way to call in from your car?
Not till I got to work.
What's the likelihood that anyone out there doesn't have a phone in their car these days, Terry?
Maybe she forgot it at home. You never know.
Maybe she just doesn't. You have a cell phone?
Do I have a cell phone?
Yes.
No.
You don't own a cell phone.
There's five people left.
Who the hell? 5 people left in the world, in this country especially, that don't own cell phones, and we got Anna Alonso on the line as one of them?
It's a big moment on the program.
It is.
You don't have a cell phone?
I don't.
How old are you? Are you 4?
There's 14-year-olds on my team that have nicer phones than I do.
Okay.
There are 14-year-olds on Hajjat Scott's football team that he coaches that he wishes he had their phone.
They taunt me for my phone that's like 2 years old. Jesus.
It's 2 years old.
Yeah, I know. I got to upgrade.
You deserve taunting.
It's true. Sounds like it.
Anna, can you tell me the reason? Is there a particular line of thought behind you not having a cell phone, or what? Because, I mean, if anyone wants one, they can get one for a penny or less. If the cost is the issue, of course there's bills to pay, but is that the reason, or what?
That's the main reason.
Because you're in a situation where you're sending us a lot of bills for a very explicit reason. They need to be paid. You need help, and that's the situation you're in currently.
Right.
Have you had one before?
Before, when I was Married.
Yeah, but show me the person in the deepest of debt, Terry. They still have a cell phone.
Yeah, that's
Probably
the
two
one,
or three.
yeah, that's
How
the
the hell do
one.
you think you get in debt?
How do you get in debt without a cell phone?
It happens.
Okay, so you were once married?
Why I'm married.
Oh, you're correct.
Separated.
Oh, okay.
Well, how are you supposed to find someone new without a cell phone?
Right. How are they supposed to get in touch with you?
Hey, you seem really hot, babe, but if I can't figure out a way to contact you, I ain't working that hard.
Hope you're home.
No voicemail.
Yeah.
Anna, obviously you needed to have this bill pulled today.
Yeah.
Obviously, this is a stroke of fate that maybe was set in motion by higher powers, if you know what I'm saying, because we're talking about a woman in serious need if she feels like she'd like a cell phone, but she can't afford one, Terry.
Mm-hmm.
And that's actually stopping her. That's some restraint. That's some willpower.
Wow.
Anna.
Yes.
So the separation is leading to an eventual dotting of the I's, crossing of the T's, and finally getting divorced? Or you're just having a trial run of separation, or what's the status?
I'm not sure at this point.
I've never given that any thought, T-Man. Let me figure that out. I mean, you'd think you would know whether it's a trial separation or you're actually getting a divorce, right?
Yeah, it's probably more of a trial.
Well, how you unsure?
I'm not sure at this time.
Well, where is he right now?
Yeah.
Maybe he left and she didn't want him to.
Pardon me?
Where is your husband? What is he currently doing these days?
I'm not sure.
Went out to get the paper. I haven't seen him in about a couple of years.
Yeah.
A few months.
A few months. You haven't heard from her or seen him?
No.
Keeps trying your cell phone.
So your husband is completely, to coin a very overused cliche, missing in action.
Pretty much.
Well, that's really kind of bizarre,
That
Terry.
is
I mean, I
bizarre.
guess you've heard of these stories before, but I don't think I've ever actually talked to someone who doesn't know where their husband
Right.
is, who
Where-
walked out on them and has left no trace.
Yeah, where was the last time you saw him or heard from? I mean, where was he? Walking out the door or?
No, well, we still keep in touch by phone.
All right, so you do know where he is. I mean, he's called you.
He has.
When was the last time you talked to him?
Oh, I don't know.
Well, you know.
A couple of weeks ago.
Okay, a couple of weeks ago. And when you talked to him, what information did you get?
Not very much.
Well, what did he call for?
To check on the kids.
Huh?
Well, at least he's checking in.
And how are they?
Well, they're good.
I don't know.
And he gave you no whereabouts info whatsoever?
No.
You didn't ask, or you did, and he just declined answering?
I didn't ask. I don't care.
You don't care. But you're considering it a trial separation.
Right, but it sounds like you want him back, kind of. It sounds like he left without her wanting that.
Anna, we need to talk this through, so you're going to have to be more forthcoming with answers, all right? Right. You know this conversation is overdue as far as getting your feelings out there, so let's work through this.
No.
Do you want him back or no, or are you not sure?
Eventually in the future.
Eventually you want him back, but not today.
Not today.
Well, if you don't want him back today, how do you know you want him back in the future?
Right.
He has a few things he needs to iron out.
Aha. So he has perhaps a drug problem or something in the neighborhood of.
Not necessarily.
Well, what is it? He's got a hitting problem. He's got a what problem?
Cheating problem.
Family?
He's got a cheating problem. What kind of problem does he have?
That's what he needs to figure out.
He needs to figure it out? No, you need to tell us. You know what it is. I want to know.
Oh, my goodness.
She's like, all this, and all I want to do is have my bill paid. Jeez.
Do you not want to talk about this?
She needs to.
It's interesting to
Yeah,
me.
it's definitely something that needs to be talked about.
I mean, you have kids involved, and he's just calling to check in?
I just want my bill paid.
Oh.
So we're not allowed to talk about this with you?
Oh, please.
Please what?
I don't want to talk about this.
Is it too emotional for you still?
Not really.
I don't think it is.
Well,
I don't think
then
that's it.
Then what's the big dang deal?
Oh, geez, the big dang deal. Terry's waiting to know what the big dang deal is. Anna, can you tell her what the big dang deal is or no? You won't even tell us that.
No.
Whoa.
If you don't sound emotionally invested at all, unless you're putting on a good fake job here. If you don't,
Fake job.
What's the biggest problem about talking about it? It's embarrassing to you?
Not necessarily. No.
All right, then what's the big dang deal?
Yeah.
I'm kind of a big dang deal.
You are.
I have a shirt that says that.
I'm actually at work, so I can't be
overly loud. Okay.
talking about this at work.
How about we start whispering? I mean, we'll do even better. We'll whisper without even moving our lips.
Oh, yeah, that'll work.
Why is he not with you right now?
Because he has some issues he needs to take care of. First.
What are those issues?
Give her like multiple choice so she can.
A, drug problem.
No.
B, stanky feet, Cheeto, Frito smelling Tootsie problem. B, well, I'm about to say
C.
C's after being normal.
Yeah. C, alcohol.
Oh.
D, battering of the woman he loves problem.
No.
E, all of the above.
Oh.
E, cheating problem.
No.
Sounds like a pretty damn good guy to me.
Yeah.
A saint.
How about you? Maybe it's her.
I'm like 3 for 4 in my house.
Maybe it's her.
Are you the problem?
Yeah.
Oh. F, I've gotten sick of his boring ass problem. Well, he walked out on her, it sounds like, though, Terry.
Okay, well.
To straighten out some of his problems, or did you kick him out?
It was mutual.
It was mutual.
Get ready, go. People always say that. It's not true.
Yeah, it's never really 50-50. Right. Someone's 51 at least, and someone's 49. Now, were you on the 51 side and above, or the 49 side and below? And don't lie.
Below that.
You were the 49 and below. So you kind of wanted him to stay, and he wanted to leave more than you wanted him to leave.
Not necessarily, no.
Oh, great.
What's wrong with her?
This is why he left. He's like, God,
I can't figure you out, woman.
Yeah.
I'm gone.
I got to go take an English to Anna course. I'll be back in about 6 months.
So we're having dinner? Well, not necessarily. Thinking about.
Yeah, do you guys have a specific date as to when you're going to come back together and say yes or no on the divorce?
Is there a return date when he's going to waltz back into the home, Anna? Can you tell us that, yes or no?
Maybe about 6 months to a year.
6 months to a year. That's a long time to be
jail.
away from your husband. Is he in jail?
Oh.
Well, at least then she'd know where he is.
Or Iraq. One of the two.
Is he G in jail?
No.
Oh,
Steven nailed it.
He's not G in jail.
No.
He's not A on drugs. He's not B smelly feet.
Right.
He's not C beating her. He's not E was cheating on her.
And D.
Man, it sounds like the Husband of the Year award is ready to be doled out here.
Yeah, what's the issue?
What's the issue? We got to write in.
Gosh.
A, B, C, D, E, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. H. What's H?
Are you drunk, sir?
H is the write-in part of our questionnaire here. So write in what the problem is under H. I know your coworkers. Coworkers in the background. I know they're close. So we'll go back to whispering here. What's his problem?
Well, I shouldn't discuss this over the radio.
Oh, well, don't worry. Nobody's listening.
Could you tell Pasty off the air, then he can tell
Yeah,
us?
no kidding.
I don't know. I'm dying to know. It's torturing me. What else could it be?
I have no idea. I don't think she even knows.
Not necessarily.
They probably just got sick of each other.
Yeah, maybe
That's
so.
all.
Yeah.
That's it.
And he's more sick of her, and she doesn't like talking about it. And he wanted more out of life. And does this sound about right, Ann? I know this is tough to hear about, but it happens a lot, and you're not alone. Blah blah blah. And is that pretty much the situation, or what?
No.
Yeah, she put a specific time frame on it, though.
Yeah, it's true. He'll be back 6 months to a year, for sure.
Does he feel like he'll be back in 6 months to a year?
He does.
Well, that'd be great if you could just take 6 months to a year off and your wife will be welcoming you back with open arms.
Greatest thing ever.
And she's got the kids?
Yeah, went to Italy, banged some of them Italian babes. And do all this stuff for 6 months to a year and then get back to your happy marriage. Are you expecting to be back to a happy marriage in 6 months to a year?
I hope so.
Is he in rehab of any sort, yes or no?
Maybe.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
All right.
Yes.
Anna?
Yes.
We're all rooting for you, baby. All right? We want this marriage to work now more than you do.
I hope so.
All right?
Oh, he is in jail. I look at rehab as jail. Sorry. Maybe other people don't.
Well, you're being rehabilitated in jail. That's true. And She has a specific time frame of 6 months to a year.
Yeah.
Any place where you can't drink or smoke is jail to me.
Oh, jeez.
It's like kind of a wide open window, though.
Oh, I see. You're saying like alcohol rehab is jail.
Absolutely.
Well, it wasn't for the dude who wound up in a bathroom stall with Lindsay Lohan, I'll tell you that. It was a fantasy camp. Anyway, Anna Alonso, congratulations to you. Because even though you may have been outside of the 45-minute window to get through to this program to guarantee that I'd pay your bill, I'm paying it.
Thank you.
Okay,
Congratulations.
baby? Every last cent of your electric bill for the months that you owe is now taken care of. You're down to zero.
Thank you so much.
Okay, baby.
Thank you.
I'm glad you're out there listening. And
Thank you.
I'm glad you're so willing to participate in the show.
Kidding.
I hope you call us again soon.
Thanks so much.
It doesn't have to be a call just because we pull your name for free stuff or cash or whatever, okay?
All right.
All right.
Thank you.
Take care.
Have a good
I'm sure
day.
she'll be calling back.
Yeah, she'll be a regular caller, I'm sure.
Oh, yes.
Now,
Definitely.
Pasty on that. It's Anna Alonso. And she is yet another bill winner.
Yay.
I still don't know what the deal is.
Oh.
So it's not drugs or alcohol rehab because you asked her that. What else kind of rehab is there? Scratch off tickets. Ooh,
Well,
shouldn't stop.
But she outright denied that he's in jail. I said, is he
but
in
it's rehab,
jail?
though.
She said no.
Right.
I said, is he in rehab? She said, did she
Yeah,
say
she was
maybe?
really quiet about it for a minute, and then
I don't know. I don't think she's completely sure where he is. I think he just ran away.
yeah.
So many places he can hide. I don't know.
The T-Man Show.
There's only one day, Terry, when this following statement could be possible. That E40 turns 40. And that day is today.
Woohoo!
Wow. Isn't that kind of cool?
That
That E40's
is.
40 today?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
Although I know he was named, I'm pretty sure he was named E40 because of all the 40s he drank like in the day, you know, the late 80s, early 90s. When
Yeah,
malt liquor was like, you can get like a 40 for $1.09.
Yeah.
There was one I know of, Lucky. You remember Lucky?
I do, yes.
Now they make the jeans? Yeah.
Do a fine
You
job.
can get a 40 for $1.09. It's a good deal.
Lucky jeans are $209.
Yeah.
209.
Right.
Yes.
Right. Not. Yeah.
So they're doing a little better with the jeans than they do with the malt liquor, Terry?
Yeah. Although the malt liquor was. Not.
That was Vinnie the Pooh. You probably know this. That's obviously. I think I heard that's why he was named E40, right?
It is
okay.
true. Yes.
Okay, drank a lot, and who didn't appreciate the 40s? I actually recently bought a 40 in a store, and of beer. My wife was just so embarrassed.
Really?
Yes. Just embarrassed of the man that she was with. That man being
You put it in
her husband.
in the cart, and she was like, "Oh man."
Well, not much of a cart when you're at actually liquor store, Terry. So I'm just. She thought I'd buy something a little bit more romantic.
Oh yeah.
No, I don't remember. Maybe it was a store. I don't know what it was. A convenience store or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just looking at me all embarrassed like I'm a big freaking loser.
Big freaking loser.
Nothing says romantic like Schlitz Ice.
Hey.
You get 20 ounces each. That's pretty good.
There's a time and place for every man to enjoy his 40. I mean, come on.
If you're drinking on a budget, the 40 is the best value ever.
Yeah, I agree. That's why. I hear you.
Yeah. And as Steven said, there was 20 ounces in there for her.
Hopefully not the last 20.
Oh, you don't want your 20 ounces? Okay, I'll take care of that.
The middle 20.
Yeah. Wow.
So, yes, happy birthday.
Yes.
It's also the only day that Judge Wapner will be 88.
Steve, we don't have to go down the whole birthday list, all right?
That's what we turned into now,
I think
Steven.
he's really missing to do that. Really, I do.
We don't have to go down the entire birthday list now, all right? But Judge
the
Wapner,
horoscope
happy.
for today.
Is he still alive, Judge Wapner?
He is.
Yeah.
Wow. Him and Rusty the Bailiff getting together today for some...
Don't think he's alive.
For a 40?
Isn't Rusty dead?
Rusty died, I thought.
Really?
Oh, Rusty died? What about Doug Llewellyn?
I hope.
No, it was Doug Llewellyn that died.
Oh, whatever.
No, it's not.
Anyway.
Rusty's dead.
We're gonna fight about.
What else is
Rusty
going
was
on?
dead when he was on the
Terry?
show.
I just wanted to wish you 40 happy birthday.
Jesus, stop it.
So is Judge Wapner, by the way.
True.
Born in 1919.
What else? Who's the Judge Wapner?
Yeah, that's when you put it that way, that's not good.
Born to candlelight.
What else is happening? What else?
Well, there's this new website called eons.com, and it is kind of like a MySpace for those over the age of 50.
It's my philosophy is, Terry, I don't care how much money you accumulate in this world, you're never above a 40.
Okay.
All right?
Well, good news, then.
Just wanted to make sure everyone's aware of that, especially some of the people closest to me in this world.
All right.
Okay.
So back to Eons.
Glad we can get that straight on the air.
Okay.
Yes.
Back to eons.com. Like I said, it's like a little social website for those over 50.
Oh, yes. Very important that we know about this. Yes.
Well, no, it kind of is.
A website for 50-somethings to hook up.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, and meet and make friends.
Right.
Well, they did a little survey and found that there's a 1 in 4 chance that your parents are considering inviting someone over for a threesome.
Your parents, meaning anyone's parents, my parents, your parents, everyone's parents, every listener's parents. There's a 1 in 4 chance that your parents have considered, have discussed inviting a third party over for a threesome.
Right.
I don't think you're talking about my parents, Terry. I hope you're not talking about my parents.
No, really I am.
If my parents are inviting a third party over, it's going to be a coroner. All right?
Wow, that's not Jesus. That is really good.
That's just the reality.
Oh, geez.
If my parents are inviting a third party over, no. They're not even having, no. Come on.
They did a survey of over 10,000 people, so...
Third party's a marriage counselor. That'd be pretty hot. I knew you were turned on by me in the office. Wonder if anyone has ever included their marriage counselor in their sexual situations.
That would be great. Sure.
That would be the hottest porno
ever.
You know, like that cheesy acting scene where the porn stars are like in marriage therapy, and then they pan to the next scene, and they're all like,
Yeah, I always go to marriage therapy in skin tight white pants with no undies.
There's only one way to go.
That's right.
Yeah. That would be hot. I should be directing. I should be writing for pornos.
Oh, there you go.
Because they're very intricate typed plot lines.
Sure.
Yeah.
Very intricate. Okay, you're the marriage counselor. There's the married couple.
Any man would agree.
Go.
Any man would agree. And I'm not as much into the whole setup of the porn scene as a hotshot as established he is. He likes a nice story, he's told us.
I've recently discovered that, yes.
He likes a good story to lead him in.
Right.
To get him all ready for the Jergens. Yeah.
I fall asleep before they get naked sometimes.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
So even though I'm not necessarily the type of guy that likes a story as much as him, doesn't mean that a good story doesn't work. If it's a good story, as cheesy as they are,
it'll pique your interest enough.
There was this one scene I was watching recently, I think I told you about it, where this girl was tied to a tree, Terry. Whoever wrote that stuff. The guy ties his woman to a tree.
Woo, that's romantic.
And
that's a great story
she
there.
looked pretty romanced by the thought of it, Terry.
Oh, honey, yeah. Tie me to the tree.
And then there was this other scene, somebody wrote this one. Somebody actually, at one point in his life, sat down, her life, with a pen, a legal pad, and started jotting down the storyline to a porno that they had in mind, and it turned out like this. It was a girl at a bar. They were at a bar, and she was convincing her boyfriend. He was accusing her of cheating on him. And she was convincing him, I would never cheat on you. That's not me, blah, blah, blah. Then she goes to the bathroom, and some guy who was listening to the conversation nearby walks in the bathroom, and she starts like having sex with him right in the stall.
Stop it.
Yeah, it was so hot. Oh, I hit the ceiling that night, Terry.
Wow. Hit the ceiling, huh?
It was just so hot to me. She was so dirty.
Oh, my gosh. Who do I work with, really? Man.
I take that as a negative comment, Terry.
I think there was no disguising it.
Yeah.
Terry.
Come on, really? They tie me up to the tree and woo, yeah.
Terry, one day when it's all over, when you look back on who you worked with, you're going to miss that man.
Yes, you will.
I don't get stories like that anymore, you're going to say to yourself.
Oh, jeez. Oh, I'll just have to write my own.
I don't know if the porno you write is going to come out as good.
No, probably, definitely. I know it won't.
Not trying to break your spirit on your porno writing.
No, I know. No,
But I just don't have as high hopes as the guy who wrote this scene where I'm telling you, the girl's like,
seriously?
I would never. How? You know I love you. Would I ever do so? Would I jeopardize our love?
And I have a question, though.
And she's so convincing, and she's so hot, and she's got this hot ass body with a big ass, and the boyfriend's like, I guess I know. I should have realize that you're not the type, and okay, but if I ever catch you, you're dead, and
You're dead, nice.
something like that. And she's like, well, you're never gonna catch me. You don't have to worry about it because I would never do that to you.
Because I love you so much.
And then she goes into the bathroom, and this guy follows her in, and she turns out to be the biggest freaking slut.
All right.
Oh, and she's loving it. She's knowing her boyfriend is just mere feet away. She's getting
That
off
she
on it.
opens the door to the bathroom every now and again and sees him at the bar.
No, that part wasn't necessary, but I'm glad you're not writing this.
Probably a lot more typos, too.
Definitely.
I ain't got none.
I swear, sometimes I'll watch a porno, Terry.
Yes.
And I'll love it, and I'll think to myself, well, I should probably write down the name of this, or because I'm watching my Playboy channel, whatever, or some channel, and I'll think, oh, well, there'll be other good ones that I'll see in the future that I won't ever need to watch this one again. And then, like months or years down the road, I'll be like, oh, I wish I remembered the name of that one because I can never find it. I know it's out there somewhere,
Right, it's
and
out there.
I could rewatch it if I just took the time at that moment to write down the name of it, but I didn't.
Well, yeah.
The problem is, as soon as you're done, you lose interest completely in what you're doing.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the problem.
When you're cleaning up and you lost
Well, you
interest.
hit the ceiling on that one, so I mean, how could you
But maybe think about it beforehand. You have one hand free.
For 5 minutes, for like 3 to 5 minutes, you never want to have sex again in your life. And then, so you don't write it down. And now, you ever have that you wish you could go back and see a porno and you don't remember the name of it?
All the time.
Oh. All right, good. Then I'm not alone. Good
just
to
too
know.
much time on the porno thing.
Now, how do we get involved in this conversation?
Really? I'm
Because people our parents' age want to have
yes,
threesomes.
threesomes.
How did
the
the
new,
threesomes?
The new study from Eons.
The new study says 1 in 4 of your parents out there,
Right.
ladies and gentlemen, want to have a threesome.
Yes.
They just don't have the ability to put together the structure of it. But deep inside, and maybe not so deep, deeper, they want to have a third party join them
right,
for sex.
Right.
Now think about your parents, Terry.
Well, there's
Steven,
only
think
one
about-
still in existence.
Think about your parents. Hotshot, think about your mom.
But I bet both of them do, yes.
You're dead.
I think my parents may be.
Vinnie the Pooh?
Oh, jeez.
Oh,
I'm thinking.
Your parents want to have a threesome. At least there's a 25% chance. Close your eyes and visualize.
Which one of us?
Which one of us? Oh, that means, there's 4 of us here in the studio. There's Pasty David on the other side of the glass, and there's Stephen Kilbreath down the hall.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. At least.
Yeah, like 1.2 of us.
More than that.
It's like,
want to have, one of our sets of parents want to have a threesome.
I'll take the 0.2.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely know it's not mine.
Rita and Jerry.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, too.
Could be going
Carolyn
on.
Whispers is back.
Carolyn Whispers.
Could be going on right now.
The T-Man Show.
All right. Meow. Yeah, I know the feeling, huh? Guess I've never had it that bad. Samantha, can you hear me?
I'm upset, stressed,
What?
anxious.
I'm having trouble hearing you now. How are you, first of all? You all right?
I'm okay. I'm just very anxious because I need to address the situation.
You're
for
anxious.
feeling-
I don't think I've ever had at least too many calls start with saying, T-Man, I'm feeling anxious. All right, tell me why you're anxious, Samantha. What's the situation?
Hello?
Yes. You're on the air, Samantha. I know you're anxious, so let's get to it. What you got?
My boyfriend's daughter, she's 13 now, and I've known her since she was 11, and at about 12 years old and a half, it kind of stopped. But
What stopped? Oh, jeez.
we kind of in the beginning of the relationship, we'd take road trips and go very far with my children and herself.
Dad, that's a bad touch.
And they
Could be worse than
slowly
that, too.
escalated.
I want my own sleeping bag.
This whole
I want my own sleeping bag.
Are
This
you
can't
guys
be
going to
trip,
hear
Dad.
her story or not?
I think we know the story, Terry.
Yeah,
Would you-
definitely.
I'm trying to hear it, Samantha.
Dad, that's not the canteen.
Okay.
Terry wants to
I
have
would,
What happened? What? Get to the point, because we're already jumping to conclusions.
at frequent rest stops or restaurants, you take these trips, you
See?
got to go.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I go
thanks
to
for
a
the
bathroom.
scoop.
It all started out with her like peeking through the cracks, but not just peeking, gluing her face to the cracks of those stalls. Then she'd look under the stalls, and it just progressed to worse.
She would look at other people doing their situations in the public bathroom. That's all. This girl who's the daughter of your boyfriend would go into public restrooms and check other people out going to the bathroom.
No, only me.
Oh, checking you out.
Oh,
yes.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm very bashful and embarrassed, and I feel like
you're a bashful woman, and she wants to watch you tinkle.
Yes, and I'm not bad looking either.
So are you implying that she has something for you, and that's why she's watching you?
I don't know what it is, because it finally escalated to where she was standing over the stalls and point blank looking down at me and would not move every time I begged her to go away.
And how would you beg? What were the words you were using to to make it clear that you were begging her to leave you alone as you were doing what nature called for you to do?
Was I was peeing on the pot.
Oh,
I couldn't pee anymore, and I would tell her, I can't finish peeing unless you leave. Please leave. And then the worst I ever got was...
She had her stream interrupted, Terry, because she was so uncomfortable by this boyfriend's daughter checking her out peeing that she couldn't continue on with a fluid stream, Terry. It was to that extreme.
But look, a lot of people don't have a pot to piss in, so you should be very happy that you do. You feel fortunate.
But she also got my little one.
Now, is she getting off on you sexually, or is this a fetish of a peculiar nature? How do you more summarize it? Do you think it's her just turned on by you in a sexual way, or is this just creepy behavior?
I think it's creepy because it was also when we go to hotel rooms, we all had different rooms, and she would wake my son up out of a sleep to go look under the door.
Under the door of what? How do you look under a door?
Yeah.
How little is this girl?
Yeah, I mean, is she...
Of where her dad and I were sleeping.
Uh-huh.
Well, you mean
in the same room?
Yeah, she's probably wondering what the... Yeah.
Have you discussed with your boyfriend that you think his daughter is a real weirdo?
I told him that it was sick. And
that it was what?
Hurt me.
Sick. Oh, sick, yeah. And what was his response? It's no biggie. She'll grow out of it.
She's been watching me for years.
I told him what she was doing. He confronted her. She wasn't punished. She didn't say sorry. She hasn't. As far as I'm concerned, she keeps talking back to me now. She interrupts when I'm talking. Just little things. But I think.
All right. So basically, you hate his daughter.
Well, and really, and she's doing these things to irritate the...
But now it's like she interrupts me when I'm talking. Now it's more or less she just hates her boyfriend's daughter. It's really...
Is she like 4 or is she like a teenager?
No, she's 11 when it started.
And she's 12 or 13 now?
She's 13 now.
13.
It happened through her 12.
It happened to her 12s.
Yeah, right before she turned 12. And then it kept going through 12.
See, both are vying for daddy's attention, this man's attention, and that's part of the problem.
Is she the only child?
She's not vying for daddy's attention when they're in the ladies' room and she's crawling under the stall to watch this lady pee.
But if she pisses her off enough, she's going to leave.
Oh, so to speak.
Well, yeah.
And he and I are at odds now because...
it's working.
It's working, yeah.
It's working.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Oh, come on. She's not that deep and calculated.
You'd be surprised. Are you
She's
serious?
not that deep and calculated that she thought out to herself, if I annoy her enough while she's peeing, I may be able to get between, like a wedge between these two in the relationship and break them up.
Maybe not as deep as the peeing
thing.
Yeah,
maybe not as deep. But
what?
Her mother's dating, has a boyfriend. She doesn't do that at all to her mother or him.
How do you
know? All right,
know?
listen, don't blame all your problems that you have with this boyfriend of yours on his daughter, okay? Maybe she's got some weird fetishes, but don't we all?
She's not that deep.
She thought it was cute for one time to watch you pee. You made
it what?
All right, couple of times. You made it clear to her. You didn't appreciate being watched while you were peeing. She stopped doing it, I'm sure. She's not going to do it the next time, right or wrong? Is she still doing it or what?
No, she's not doing it.
All right, then that's fine.
But what?
You talked to her and she stopped.
I didn't talk to her.
All right, so he talked to her and she stopped. So she stopped watching you pee. So that's now in the rearview mirror. So there's no need to worry about that anymore.
So when we go to a restaurant... When we go to a restaurant, I feel like she's going to peek over the top.
Well, get over it.
gosh.
You're not so scarred by this 12-year-old girl who once or twice checked you out when you peed. I can't even pee anymore with any peace of mind. Stop being so dramatic.
But I'm very private, and it hurt me, and I need to address her because there's an awkward.
You know what?
Wow.
There's an awkwardness between me and her.
If there's an awkwardness, if there's a weirdness in this story, it's coming from the person telling it to her. If there's a creepiness that I'm picking up on, it's from this woman that I'm more worried about than the daughter.
I'm creeped out by it.
I want my privacy.
Well, I mean,
I can't take a pee without looking over my shoulder.
What do you want to be done?
Take a breath. What do you mean, basically? Exactly. Basically, that's how she feels. She can't pee. Every time she pees, she's wondering if the eyeball is going to come over the top of the stall.
What? So you want complete privacy all the time? You're not you don't ever talk about your body, or when you have sex with your boyfriend, you're all got clothes on. You're that type of person. You're that private. You're that embarrassed about your body, and but that's what you.
I am.
So you do.
Well, when you get in a relationship with a man who has pre-established kids in his world, then this is part of what you're signing up for. You have to be on some level, even from the get-go, a motherly type figure. And even if it creeps you out at times, even though this behavior was more peculiar than a mother-daughter kind of thing, that's part of the situation. Now, it can't be nearly as dramatic as you're making it sound. She checked you out once or twice or 3 times, I don't care. The fact that you're making like, I can't pee without my worries is so bizarre that this reflects more on you than it does the daughter.
But this is how much it's tormented me.
Exactly. That's what I'm worried about. How much it's tormented you to unrealistic proportions.
Did something happen to you when you were younger?
Yes.
Okay, that's why. That's really what it all
that's
boils
your
down
problem.
to.
Don't blame it on the daughter.
A 12-year-old attacked her.
Everyone had stuff happen to him.
She wanted to put it on the daughter. She's got issues that are fully entrenched from the get-go of life.
She put the pee.
But I
Puppy
didn't
Tom.
need this.
She brought the pee back in my life.
Have you sat down and told the 11-year-old, look, I had some things happen in my life?
You know what? The 11-year-old's not ready to hear about that.
Well,
all right?
So, yeah.
Or at least
Great
tell
advice,
the
Terry.
boyfriend that this is what's going
boyfriend's already
on.
talked to the daughter, and the daughter has stopped. So the issue is not with the daughter anymore. The issue is with this wacko.
Well, then she needs to break up with this guy and move on and be single.
Oh. Jerry, I don't know if that's the answer either, but you can keep trying. Samantha, you need to take a breath. You need to calm yourself down and relax. You can pee in peace without any worries, all right? You should feel no more issues. Any issues that you're having when you're peeing are self-inflicted. The daughter is no longer an issue. As far as you're peeing. No, she's not. She got talked to by her dad, and she's not going to do that anymore.
Talk to me when a 45-year-old guy's watching you pee. Then I'll feel sorry for you.
I need to address the issue with her and let her know how much what she did hurt me.
You don't. That's absurd. That's going to be the most awkward, uncomfortable conversation.
What's wrong with sitting down and saying,
the 11-year-old was probably thinking it was a little bit of a joke. She didn't realize this batty woman would react this way.
Over again?
It wasn't a joke to you, but she probably was 11 or 12 at the time and thought it was a joke, thought you might laugh about it, and you didn't. And you didn't,
12,
obviously.
When I was 12, I never thought of doing that to anybody.
She's crying.
Well, she's not the typical 12-year-old that you were. At least as far as what you were typically at 12 doesn't mean that she's going to behave in the same way. 12-year-olds can be very, very different.
For other people.
You what?
She has respect for other people. So that's all you have to do is sit down and say, look, I would wish you to respect me.
No, it's already been addressed by the father.
It doesn't have to be talked about anymore. It's over. The only place it's not over is in her mind. She doesn't need to have an unnecessary, awkward conversation with the daughter who's already moved on from it. The only person who hasn't moved on from it is this crazy woman.
You missed your opportunity to talk about it.
I'm not crazy. Why would she disrespect me by talking back to me? Why would
that's a whole other issue. Yeah, she probably just doesn't like you.
Right.
She probably resents you because you're dating her dad.
And you pee funny.
And you got her in trouble.
I couldn't pee, so how could I pee funny?
You had a chance to actually have a sit down with the daughter, but you told the boyfriend of yours to do that. So now you're too late on that.
It's over.
Now it's over.
You were sitting down plenty around her.
Mm-hmm.
Here I am again. I'm going pee.
Half the sit down was already in place. So you need to get yourself together, Samantha, and stop blaming everything on the daughter. Okay, I'm sure the daughter isn't making your life perfectly comfortable, but that comes with the territory when you decide to get involved in a situation that already has a preset awkwardness built in.
But there wasn't any in the beginning. My children and her and me, we all got along. I took her out to eat.
Whoa, you fed her?
Well, you obviously have gone the extra mile with her.
Boy, oh boy.
You bought her a Happy Meal.
Mile.
Well, that's the way you're kind of making it sound. I took her out to eat. I can't
But
believe
I'm
that you
trying to
do.
explain that these were the normal things we did.
Well, there are patterns. There are little valleys and peaks that go along, peaks and valleys that happen in any kind of a relationship that you've undertaken with a man who has kids and with you who has kids. It may not all be a smooth road. There are going to be some bumps along the way. So here's a pretty big bump you're dealing with. Are you going to let it break you down mentally like it sounds like it is? My gosh, you need a rubber room and a straitjacket the way you're talking. I can't pee!
Anybody wants to watch me pee, feel free. Come on down.
If I were to do it to her, I'd be in jail.
Oh, Lloyd, would you stop already?
But you're an adult, so you wouldn't. It's not really
That's
the
the
issue.
point. You're an adult. Adult knows better. A 12-year-old can be a little 12-year-old-ish, and they can be immature even for 12-year-olds. So she was told not to do it. She was told how much it bothered you. She was probably shocked to find out it bothered you as much as it did. I am too. And she stopped doing it. So that's over now. Why won't you let it go?
Because I want to address the issue.
We did.
I want to put it behind me. I want to address it and get it done and over with. I called you to ask you how to talk to her about this.
I'm
and let her know
telling you don't
that's
talk to her about
hurting.
this. I'm telling you it's over. Unless you don't want it to die.
And she doesn't.
Maybe there's a part of you inside that doesn't want it to die. Now, why is that, Samantha? Maybe you are turned on by it.
No, you couldn't be further from the truth. I
Well, then
just want
let
to
it
address
go.
it and get it behind me.
Oh, yeah.
Address it and be happy with addressing
it's
it.
been
And
addressed by the father. If you need to make some overdone, awkward addressing further conversation.
She gets away with doing that.
oh my
can get
gosh,
away with
she's
it.
11 or
wasn't
12. Maybe she's
punished.
going through puberty.
This is for you to take
what
up with
she
your
did.
boyfriend. She was told that it was wrong. She was probably as embarrassed as she could be by the fact that she was yelled at by her dad over something so silly, and she stopped doing it. What else do you want? Do you want her to be hung up, strung up in town square and be whipped with a rattan cane? What do you want?
Maybe she should walk around with a cardboard thing saying, I like looking at my boyfriend's girlfriend while she's going pee.
Oh, man.
Is that what you want?
Whoa.
I don't want that.
Well, you just said it. So are you making
Yes, I
jokes
said
now?
it,
Oh,
but
now
I'm
we're
trying
making
to,
jokes?
I'm trying to make my point.
Your point has been made too many times.
Selfishly want some kind of punishment.
Yeah.
For this
Yeah, exactly. And you asked her point blank, what kind of punishment?
You don't see the bizarre nature on which you're continually going on this? You don't feel any of this? You don't see that maybe you're more the issue now than any 12-year-old could ever be? You don't see that, Samantha.
I'm telling you, the residual effect is when we go out to eat places. I still feel the bathroom thing is an issue. I still feel like I have to watch my back if she's going to come in the bathroom. I don't feel. I know it's not going to happen, but I feel like I have to.
This
keep
woman is
watching my
crying.
back.
This can't be serious. She can't be serious.
I'd probably hold it till I had to go home.
Mm-hmm.
You need to get out of the relationship, then.
Yeah, you do.
Hold it till it comes out your ears, then. Okay?
Don't go out to eat with them again.
You can't be for real, Samantha.
I am.
12-year-old tormented you this much? Really?
But you know what?
I mean,
Again,
if it was
it's
like
not
an adult man or something, maybe it would scare you a little more.
it'd
But
be
a 12-year-old?
And it's a girl who probably
curious.
who is curious and is probably going through puberty herself.
My goodness, I can't believe we're still talking about this.
Not even that. She's just messing with you.
Right.
I'm going to hire 12-year-olds to torture this woman now. To look under the stall.
But remember, too, it goes way back for Samantha.
I don't
it's
care.
The issue that
Well,
she
that's
got.
what I told her. This is her problem.
It is her problem.
She doesn't see that. She still
Right.
sees it as the problem with the 12-year-old.
Right.
The problem is with her and her
Right.
alone.
Right.
12-year-old's out of the equation
Yes.
And she doesn't like how her boyfriend disciplines
now.
her.
But what? There are no buts left,
What?
Samantha.
I didn't say
The only
but. I said
butt is the
what?
one you're unwilling to put on the toilet seat.
What hurts more is that I really care for her and I care for her dad. Like I said, we all did things together. She was like my own child, and my kids were like his children. That's what hurts because we were so close. And we did things as a family, and we still do things as a family. But that's what hurts most.
But this
because
tore the family apart. I love our listeners, Terry. They're so much fun. They're so unpredictable. They have so much to say and so much to offer. And so much mental issues. Samantha.
Yes.
You may need to see someone about this.
Maybe.
I have been.
You've been.
You know, I have been, and you know what they said? That I need to address the issue with her.
Then what's stopping you?
I don't know how to approach the situation. That's what I wanted to know.
Walk up there and say, hey, why do you have to watch me pee?
Right. So about you looking at me pee?
I need to know from my own sanity why you needed to go under the stall or above the stall and all those directions you needed to watch me pee. Why? I need an answer. I can't go on with my life, apparently, without getting these answers. So, daughter of my boyfriend, why? Tell me why you had such a desperate need to watch me pee.
She goes, I don't know.
Just
goes back to playing Xbox.
And get ready to not have the relationship anymore.
Be direct. If this is a must-do for you... Do is the operative word. If this is a must-do, well, then go right up to her and say, I can't, for whatever reason, get this out of my head. It's stuck in my craw. Tell me why you needed to watch me pee, because it bothered me. It'll be awkward. It'll be unnecessary. It'll be so absurdly ridiculous, but you'll get maybe some trace of an answer that you were looking for.
In her mind, that'll solve everything.
She won't like the answer, though.
I mean, I can't think of any other way. If you desperately need to have this conversation, I can't think of any other way to have it than be direct. So go up to her and have this conversation. This ridiculous conversation. And tell us how it goes when you do.
We'll love to hear.
I want to hear it.
I just want to know what kind of punishment she expected her boyfriend to...
She wanted her to carry a sign around that said something around.
So, you know, take her TV away, take
take
her phone away, take her iPod away.
Someone's taking your brain away!
Take one of her 2 phones away.
Samantha.
Part of it, too. She wants the power over the kid.
I think she has some resentment. Oh, 2 phones
Definitely.
she has. You never had 2 phones when you were growing up, did you, Samantha?
Take her computer away.
Why?
She just doesn't like all the stuff that her boyfriend gives her daughter. That's the issue here.
Yeah, maybe so.
Well, my kids have the same.
Instead of asking her some questions, maybe somebody needs to ask you a lot of questions, Samantha, about your issues. She's a 12-year-old.
Yeah, and she got my 5-year-old doing the same thing.
He's a 5-year-old. They imitate. Samantha, you go have this much conversation that's so necessary. Okay? This much-needed conversation that has to happen. After you have it, please report back with us on how it went.
Ask Terry a question?
Terry, she has to ask you a question now.
Oh, boy.
Yes, as a mother of 11 and 12-year-old daughters.
Oh, you have every age, Terry, covered. Yes.
Yeah.
If that child did it to your mother, would it be okay?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That's a whole...
Fine, it wasn't okay at that moment, but she's been talked to, and it's over now.
We all get that it's not okay.
That's what I mean.
Yes, it wasn't okay. It was something unnecessary that she probably thought was cute and funny, and it wasn't. She was told it wasn't, and that's where it ended.
Right.
Oh, over?
Do you get it? Samantha, I'm going to hang up on you now. And I'm going to thank you for calling. Because you made my day. And I'm going to hope that you call back telling us all the play-by-play that you can give us on how the conversation went, okay?
Give her a 3-pack of CDs.
Is this girl in school right now, this 12-year-old?
I hope so.
You hope?
Well, I wonder if we could pull her out of class and talk to her on the air about this. Let's call the main office and have her paged. And get to the bottom of this, since it's so needed, Terry. Samantha can't go, what?
She got 2 phones. Call her on one of the phones.
She can't think about anything else. Samantha, thank you for the call. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
There she goes. Wow. I can't pee!
I guess it's not funny.
No, it is funny. Everyone should be laughing over the way Samantha's behaving.
You couldn't pay a kid to sit there when Steven's going on the pod.
What the hell was that?
I don't know.
I mean, I've heard stories of like women who've been tanning and they've been spied on by guys and it scarred them, but a 12-year-old's a little different. You know, it's a kid who does stupid things.
Right.
Kids do stupid things in the spur of the moment.
Women get easily scarred by that stuff. You should be happy someone wants to look at you.
Are women so damn fragile, Terry? Are they so damn fragile of the mind that she's able to think of no other thoughts
Yeah,
day to
she
day,
is.
this is consuming her every thought, that she can't move on until something more happens with this situation with the 12-year-old?
That particular woman, yes, is that fragile.
Well, this 12-year-old is going to be talked to by a 6-year-old. Because that's the way Samantha's acting.
Interesting.
How do I move on to any other calls after that, Terry? Do I just move on to the next caller?
Yes.
Tough to transition, huh?
I gotta go pee. Can I watch?
Yeah, can we all watch?
The T-Man Show.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I heard of it. Sure. Well, good.
Doesn't exist.
And I'm looking for the Bermuda Triangle. Have you seen it?
You love the Bermuda Triangle.
Looking for the Loch Ness Monster. Where's he at?
Scotland.
No, it's nice. Real love. It does exist, and it's everywhere. Anyway, let me finalize this here program this morning on a Thursday, Terry, with some calls that will last 30 seconds at the most.
Wow.
I will run through calls rapid fire so people can feel like they didn't wait for nothing, at least some of them that have been waiting, Terry.
Yeah.
There are others we may not be able to get to, but I'm going to try to do my best. Now, do you have one final story you want to leave us with this morning, Terry?
Sure, I'll give you one final story.
Give me one last good, quick story. What do you got?
How about this? A 65-year-old professor at the University of Massachusetts Medical School who got busted for soliciting a prostitute. However, he is saying that he was just, quote-unquote, gathering information for his STD research. Yeah.
It was a pretty hands-on study.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
He offered a prostitute $40 for sex, and it was an undercover officer.
$20 bonus, Terry.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yay, T-Man. 1-866-663-T-Man. Let me see how fast I can get through. Who's been waiting a long time here? Let me go to Jeremy real quick. Yeah, Jeremy, 30 seconds or less. Go.
Hey, I just wanted to say that the gay is delirious.
The gay phone operator?
Yeah, if he thinks that people don't know he's gay, I've met the guy. You know he's gay as soon as he cracks that first gay smile.
His smile, if you haven't figured it out at that point, gives everything away.
He doesn't even have to talk. Look at one picture on his MySpace. He's gay as hell.
Of course, the pressing question that is hanging out there like a wonton is how did you have the luxury of meeting this fine feathered man back whenever you did?
30 seconds is up.
Oh, I met him.
All right, never mind.
I met him.
Figure it out for ourselves. Chris in Portland, you got 30 seconds or less. Go.
A bath, a house.
Chris, are you there?
Oh, yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, about the whole pissing thing for the 12-year-old. It's a 12-year-old, for crying out loud. I mean...
My goodness gracious. I mean, if that happens, and it happens, I'm sure, not just to Samantha. I'm sure it's happened to a lot of adults out there where the kids get all stupid and look under the stall, look over the... And you just give that moment of, get out of here! And it's...
Yeah, exactly.
It's kind of a laugh-it-off moment, and you move on with your life. You don't even think about it after that. The fact that she even took it to the boyfriend, so he had to feel the need to sit his daughter down is a little overdone.
Take away the TV and the phones.
30 seconds up.
So what you're saying... Oh, 30 seconds up. Never mind.
Wow.
This is cool.
He's your little timekeeper.
Sherry in Oakland. 30 seconds. Go.
Hi, I was just calling about the girl Cherie. I just wanted to say real quick that I was on her side because I know what it's like to have a 13-year-old because I'm like 32 and my boyfriend was 22 and they gave him all kind of hell. But then she started acting really weird.
She started crying on the air. That was beautiful. That's a great moment.
And I don't know. She went to another...
All right, 30 seconds up. Vito.
Wow.
She had 11 seconds left.
Bellevue. Oh, she did?
I know, it seemed like an eternity, though.
Yeah, it did seem like a long time.
Can't be my own clock. Vito, what do you got?
Hi, dear Mr. T-Man. Just want to say I'm really addicted to your program, and I would like to ask you, I know you're into Kim Kardashian, and I just want to ask you if you can hook me up with her tape.
Yeah, the website is KimSuperstar, something or other.com.
Kim K. Superstar.
Oh, Steven.
You want me to, give you a free copy or something?
Can you?
Vito. He sounds like a Vito, doesn't he, Terry?
Yeah.
Hate to stereotype all Vitos out there, but he sounds like a true, authentic Vito.
30 seconds.
Well, I don't know if we have any spare copies that aren't, all jizzed out in the prize closet of Kim Kardashian's video, but I'll tell you this. If we have any copies laying around, I'll send one to you, Vito. If not, we'll send you just a random DVD, all right?
Thank you.
For you having the audacity to just ask out of nowhere for something free, it's going to pay off for you. I don't think those are the kind of DVDs that are just hanging around.
I would assume not.
That's right next to Shrek the Third.
Yeah, Shrek the Third. People claim those type of DVDs. Mm-hmm.
Is Shrek really in there, Stephen?
Nate!
Now I look.
Tacoma, 30 seconds, go!
Hey, T-Man, man, it's Nate, man. You gave me some advice last Thursday about the girlfriend situation.
Yeah, how'd that work out? 30 seconds up.
Hey, man, it worked out great, man.
Oh, good.
All right, yeah, that was definitely you.
Well, every once in a while a blind squirrel finds a nut. Anyway.
T-Man, I burned her house down, like you said. And,
Well, now the second part of that advice is run for the hills. Okay, I didn't give Nate his full 30 seconds, but we're so overdrawn, Terry, on our account here.
Well, speaking of that, it's payday, huh?
Oh, yes, it is.
Speaking of overdrawn accounts.
And Hotshot Scott,
needs to get to the bank.
Unlike the rest of the normal world, refuses to succumb to direct deposit, so he has to go to the bank now.
I do, yes.
Which is the most. I thought Samantha, the caller, was kind of ridiculous, Terry.
Uh-huh.
Not any more ridiculous than a man who, after I've had direct deposit for 10, 12, 15, I don't know how long I've been linked up with direct deposit like the rest of the world. I don't care what kind of job you have. Everyone gets direct deposit. He refuses to fill out the paperwork. He likes to go to the bank.
I do.
He likes to talk to the tellers. He likes to be offered a free toaster.
Yeah, direct deposit doesn't give you cash to buy your weekend party favors.
Doesn't get you a little tired. Doesn't get a little tiring to go to the bank every 2 weeks.
I don't think you heard me, really.
I think I might have heard you.
I need cash, though.
You need cash, fine. So you go to the cash machine when you need cash.
I have to go to the bank anyway. It's the same trip.
But you're forced to have to go to the bank every 2 weeks. If you need cash, at those times you go to the cash machine, but you do it when you need it. You're forced, whether you need to or not, to have to go to the bank every 2 weeks.
I need cash every 2 weeks, definitely.
You can get cash anywhere, though.
You can.
People need cash more than that.
I enjoy going to the bank.
Yeah, that
it's so
must
fun.
be it.
I love it.
Well, I can't think of anything else.
There really is nothing else.
You don't seem like the kind of guy that would love it, though, standing in line.
I've had that slip on my desk for about 4 years, and I just refuse to fill it out. I don't know why.
The fact that it's only been on your desk for 4 years is surprising.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure it's like the fifth form I've actually gotten from the lady.
I signed up for direct deposit, I think, in 95.
I believe it.
It's 2007.
There's 2 people in the company that don't have it, and I'm one of them. I'm waiting for him to give in.
Who's the other one?
Vic Orlando. Calls you out.
Is that a legitimate story? There's only 2 people in the whole company?
I see him at the bank all the time.
There's only 2 people. I can't believe this. We're the only company in America that has 2 people that don't have direct deposit. It's a game of chicken. It's a game of direct deposit chicken.
Hey, I bet I don't blink first.
Oh, jeez.
That's his best impression.
I see him at the bank. It's great.
Well,
we high five, we hug. It's good to see you again, buddy.
Yeah.
Coffee's great today.
Don't forget the reach room. Oh, it's
I never
a beautiful moment. Okay.
The T-Man Show.